All right, we're up.
Should be good to go.
Yeah?
Yep.
Right. Tweet out from the show account, Mick.
I will do that right now.
Thank you. All right, let me know when that is the case, so we'll get going. Cologne, huh, Daver?
No.
Really?
Really?
I smell something.
Not me, bud.
I don't know.
I make a mistake one time.
It's a pussy stench of yours. He's a baby on social media.
Here
What happened to you?
What do you
Such
mean?
a fucking loser.
I block one guy.
Yeah,
one
but you're
time.
saying like I'm not going to stay. Like what? Do you
Oh
mean?
no, hold on. You talking about the tweet from New Year's Day?
Just everything. Like we're losing you. I can see
No,
you going to the dark side.
You're crazy. Never. Listen, I blocked BA I was gonna leave him for like an hour or two. Everyone's reaction now made me dig in my heels and leave him blocked. I'll eventually unblock BA. BA will be fine. Manners I hate.
Yep.
It is.
I just hit send.
I don't see
Sorry,
it.
I have no Wi-Fi in here. It's just taking a second.
The excuses, Mick. Get enough of those in the room. There you go. Thank you, Mick.
Yep. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. All right, we're live. Mick and Dave are here. This is what happens. It's the fucking bottom of the barrel. Does it get worse?
You chose this.
Jeez, did I choose it or did things happen to Lee? Who knows? Who's to say? All right, so Daver's here, Deaver from Hull, and Mick is producing. Yeah, we'll get to all the, obviously, there's a million show things I want to get to, but we should start, I think, with Daver, who has become, Mick, would you agree, a bit of a pussy?
Deaver is the name that they call him.
That's what I just said. I made it up, Mick, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's not what I made it up. Didn't
That
I,
was your
Daver?
name? I thought that was from the network. I'm sorry.
Who made it up?
That was Kirk.
Thank you.
I'm
yes,
sorry.
Yes.
I
I can't see you. I can't
stand
see you, Mick,
corrected.
which is fine, but you're like, why are you there? I don't understand.
That's where Coleman set me up, and he's got a big microphone thing here. It's tough.
Okay.
We're on the fly here, but it's going to be fun.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. So what is going on? What, this thing, like, I'm not going to hang out with losers and these constant, like, bitching about network stuff and time slots. And
So that is.
who cares?
Hold on. Overblown by Manners. Have you ever seen me tweet out about time slots or
Well,
anything?
doesn't mean
like
you're not
that?
doing it behind the scenes.
No, I'm not.
So
I'm
then why
not.
is he saying that?
Because he's WWE Manners. He's fake Kirk.
Oh, it's like a bit.
It's a bit.
Oh.
So like, and
Manners
it's
bits,
every live stream he goes on, Kirk. He wants to be you. He's doing a bad.
By the way, I want somebody counting how many times Daver
Yeah,
says our
yeah,
name.
I
That's
know.
one. Go ahead. I
literally said I'm
Who do
not
you get
going
that
to do
from?
it.
Your mom or your dad?
Just talking to people,
like a waiter.
a waiter all the time.
Yeah, but you don't say the name of the.
No, but
of
just
the
like
person you're-
addressing. You know.
Like you don't know the names of the people at the table.
No. But
Yeah,
I just think like talking like sales. I've been doing sales management.
Yeah,
You know,
So what is
addressing
it?
people.
So that's like, so they think, oh, this guy knows my name. He's making a connection with me. Oh, I see. Wow, you're 2 steps ahead. Look at you. Look at you. What mind games.
Yeah.
So you're saying Manners is making this all up?
Not all up. There was one time where me and Danny, or Danny might have like texted him because I don't deal with Manners. So
Yeah,
Danny,
but like, that's what I mean. Like, why not? Like, I agree he's a moron, but like, why, and I'm sorry. I listened to his episode this morning. He lost his auntie, as he said. So I'm sorry about that. Well, I am sorry. It's sad, but yeah, go ahead. Oh, you don't care about that?
no, it's fine.
I don't really either, but go ahead.
So no, it's just it got to a point where everything is always a bit. Every time he's on, every time me and Danny are brought up, he says the same old thing. And it's like, we're talking maybe 2 months ago, we might have said something about like, hey, leave us alone on just a Monday night or something like that. And then he kicks Danny off the last live stream he was on. Like and Danny's the nicest guy in the
I know,
world.
that might have been a gift, honestly, given how terrible he is. But so let me give the network credit because I reached out to Manners yesterday. I said, this is why a network exists, is for days like yesterday.
Yep.
Like, there should be a live reaction show. So I sent Manners a thing, and he's like, I'll do what I can. To his credit, they got up, and he did something as well. So that's a good job by the network. It was John from Scranton's opportunity to explain the world to everybody, which is fine. Which is
lucky.
fine.
He was in his glory.
Oh, he was so. Nothing makes people like that. Like, Mick is so happy right now.
Cloud 9.
Yeah, John is like, these guys are all, this is their victory. That's totally fine. They deserve it. They lost, and now the guys who beat them are eating shit. That's the way I would act the same way. I would act the exact same
Spike the
way.
football.
People are treating me like a Mark Zuckerberg back here. They're sucking my dick. It's unbelievable.
Who's treating you like you, Mark Zuckerberg?
Online, I'm not kidding you. I've heard beyond average.
Keep in mind,
Vic,
by the
all
way,
of this.
keep in mind,
They
by the
hated
way,
me months ago.
I'm super down on Gus, and we'll get to that because I'm more down on him than I was when I left the studio yesterday because he made shit up.
Yep.
Like, this guy made shit up. Like, he made, right? I mean,
No, honestly, like there's a huge difference.
I know, but at its core, it's true. You admitted that story was a fake about the
There was some fabrications to that
about
story.
the window, about the
sure.
about the right. That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think they're comparable.
I even question if the family thing is real.
Whether they're brothers.
That A and B if it's like that's a work or not. Hopefully they'll wind up like other brothers who did work for a while, the Von Erich brothers. Let's hope. Let's hope. But I'm just saying, in my mind with Mick, it's always like, well,
Is it a bit?
Is it a bit? Mickey bits. I don't. But you can understand that.
I mean, again, you go back to the whole Saudi thing. Like that wasn't my bit. That is created from this show.
It wasn't my bit. You're the one who said the thing about don't do this because you're in a good spot. Don't fuck this up.
All right.
Don't fuck this up.
Nick, you texted people that the Saudis were after you for your the 9/11, the Las Vegas shooting.
Yes.
Odd.
Yeah, I lied. Yep. I lied.
Okay, good, smart. Okay, fine. So, I'll start with because I have some cleaning up to do from yesterday. Some stuff that we know now we didn't know then. Sure. So before we do that, I'd be curious on where you guys are at on this whole thing. And who do you blame? Who do you don't blame? What's the take? Dave, go first.
Shockingly, 80% Coleman.
80% Coleman.
80% Coleman. I mean, as far as like just for the fuck up of the whole, he planned on releasing that on Friday, December 30th. He could say the 29th, 30th. That was Friday.
What is that sweatshirt? Why do you have a cupcake with a dog bone underneath?
Oh, it's
Is that a cupcake or no?
yeah,
What
Johnny
is it?
Cupcakes. It's from Hull. It's
That's a cupcake company.
no, it's a clothing company. Pretty big actually.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So he Coleman planned on releasing it on Friday. I think Gus thought he had all week to do it, and Gus did nothing.
Right, which is a mistake.
Both
are wrong there. I got you. Yeah.
But Coleman is his boss.
He's in
You
charge.
said that.
Right.
Who makes more money?
Coleman.
Then to me, that's
Sure.
setting the deadline. Now,
Right.
the execution of everything and everything that goes along with it, and what Gus has done in the past, but for that particular thing, it's 80-20.
That's fair. Okay, Mick.
I would say more than anything, it just shows disrespect. I don't think either of them realize the opportunity this is.
Oh boy, here we go.
But I mean, what do you want me to
Want me
say?
to just put it on the table? I mean, if you want it, you can touch it if you want. I mean, what do you want me to see? You want to look at it? Like, Jesus
do you understand
Christ.
what I'm saying though? Like,
No, it's really confusing, Mick. No, I don't understand what you're saying.
how can you have this opportunity and just blow it like that and not put any effort into it? And Dave yesterday said
Playing
it
this
perfect.
right.
Dave said it perfectly when he
Well,
said,
all right.
"This is somebody else's show. This isn't your show." It's one thing to half-ass
Yeah,
your own shit.
I mean, coming from Cullinane, though, it's like
That was
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Varsity
hypocritical.
Dave was weird
One thing
yesterday.
Colleen's never cared about is the audience. But yes, I get. You kept saying this is your real estate. I'm like, Dave, shut up. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But you seem like to base everything off trust and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
How do you trust these guys going
Oh, I
forward?
trust. I'll be honest with you. People aren't gonna like hearing this. I trust Coleman. Like I trust him. I'm not saying he won't fuck something up, but I believe him when he tells me something.
Okay.
Like I believe that he's contrite and he
looked more distraught.
He wouldn't make the same. Yeah, I mean, I think that was performative to some extent.
Okay.
But I don't think he'll make the same mistake again. Like he's a good guy. He's a good kid. He works hard. I don't trust Gus at all.
Yeah.
Like, to me, the biggest takeaway still 22 hours later, whatever, was I can't get past it when Gus said he didn't listen to the entire clips before he put it up. That's like after the Menners, Jeff Lowe thing, I can't believe that. I can't believe that. And now we know, I think, call Justin, would you? Quick. You have Justin's number?
I can get it.
I thought the Axe had a pretty good tweet.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Sure.
No, just saying that we listened. You know,
I
she
see
listened.
people like Ned Stark like put her on the show. She's a nice person. She's the biggest drip.
Oh, I
personality.
didn't say that.
I know
just said
people
she
are
had a good
tweeting.
tweet.
I'm like, that's the thing. That's like when a woman does, everyone's like put her on the show. I'm like, well,
I just saw a tweet of like she said I listened all
does a good
15
job.
hours. I listened all 15 hours. The producers didn't have the time to listen to their own.
she's
scripts.
right. No, she's right. No,
Yeah.
she does. She was part of the thing yesterday. She does a good job.
Oh, she runs the network.
She's wonderful. She's
Menners-
fun. Why does she want her to just do the show?
No,
Let's have
Menners
her-
isn't
let's
the
have her-
CEO.
No, have her do this show. I'm saying everyone will
no,
love it. It'll be great.
relax.
It'll be fucking great. 4 people will listen. You have Justin's number.
I just reached out to Dave and Coleman.
Well, I don't want Coleman doing anything.
Okay.
Dave, who?
Colin.
I have Justin's number.
Oh, I'll take it from you.
What do you think? I don't have his number?
I don't know. Sorry, I'm a little flustered back here. This isn't my normal setup.
What do you mean?
I'll
This is
just-
this isn't your normal setup. Is not in the studio. Is no? Is that
Well,
not?
yeah, Gus is like
I
junk
don't have
drawer
your
over
number,
here.
Mick.
It's a nightmare.
I don't have your number.
You want to send it on Twitter?
I don't know. I fucking know how to do this. Jesus Christ.
Justin, call in. He's got to be listening.
All right, yeah, whatever. I don't want to deal with fucking this stuff. How's it going, Mick? This is an assignment for you.
I'm trying right now.
First time solo, right?
Is it Mick?
I did one day. Yeah, well, Dave was here during the producer search, but he really wasn't.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Look at this loser New Year's tweet of yours.
So that was just, they shit on me for 25 minutes. So I woke up and just.
You're very sensitive lately.
Why?
What's going on with you?
Why can't I respond?
I know, but you seem sensitive about it.
I'm not.
I didn't think you were a sensitive guy.
Kirk, I get called fat all the time. How am I sensitive? You call me fat all the time.
He
I'm
doesn't
not
have,
sensitive.
He doesn't have your number, Mick. The two of you are going to have to figure this out together.
Yeah, I've sent him my number and I've asked for his.
Oh, so you have his number now?
No, I don't. I've sent him mine and I've asked for his. He's yet to get back to me.
Sent him how? On
Twitter.
Twitter? I gotcha. Okay. Well, you just texted me, so you guys should be able to figure this out.
All right.
I have Justin explain something to me that we uncovered last night, and maybe he can make sense of it. I don't know. He's been on this, so we'll see.
You could tell his dad was a cop, right? His dad or grandfather?
I think both, right? Maybe. I don't know.
That was a good interrogation by Justin. He has some leading questions.
He did, and I thought, but yeah, I think the consensus is more people blame Coleman because he's in charge, and I understand that. But my argument that would be then blame me because I hired him. So it's like at some point there is individual responsibility. So I know Justin's texting me again. He tried calling you.
I've sent him all caps. What's your number?
He just said try. He said he just tried calling you.
Yeah, he's calling me.
Okay. Is he up? Okay.
Hang on one sec, Justin. This is why I didn't want to do this. Just give me 1 second.
Mick's eyes are bugging out. Did you see those right there?
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
shit! What's going on, Mick?
He's calling me through my phone. I don't have my phone hooked up to this. That's why I'm trying to call him. Justin, I will call you right back.
Take your time. I have trivia tonight. It's my first time to see Rico or talk to Rico in 3 weeks, maybe.
I had questions on that.
Well, we'll get there.
All right.
Hello.
Are your father and grandfather both police officers or no?
And my great grandfather. Yeah,
Wow.
They were all.
Why didn't you do
part
that?
of the law enforcement. Yeah, I don't. I could never be a cop.
Okay, your grandfather's not dead.
No,
He survived
Oh, yeah.
surgery.
he's still not gone into surgery yet.
Oh, is that today?
They're waiting for something, I think.
Okay.
So
walk me through what we uncovered last night. The 12-hour. Explain it to me because, as you could tell, I was still confused.
yeah. So yesterday, Gus tweets out because people were calling bullshit on the charger.
Mm-hmm.
So he tweets out that the charger he bought was actually $20 and not $10, like he said.
All right. First of all, Justin, I'm sorry to interrupt. First of all, when you're suspended, you shouldn't be tweeting at all. Like that was a pretty clear thing. Don't do anything until Monday. Coleman understood that. Gus should have. You violated that. But go ahead, Justin. Continue.
And then people really wanted to see the receipt. So someone reached out and was like, "Can you send me the receipt?" Because Amazon will literally tell you like it was delivered on 10 a.m., 9 a.m., whenever it was delivered. And he kept saying yesterday that it was delivered in the morning of the 27th, I believe.
Right.
So he ended up sending a receipt over that showed that an iPhone charger was delivered that night. And he ended up saying, "Oh, turns out I actually got the laptop charger sent to me at night, and I ended up uploading through the night, so it wasn't in the morning at all," which doesn't make sense because that was the story yesterday.
Right. Right.
But then the problem was that the picture was of an iPhone charger, not of a laptop charger. He ended up sending that it was the
right. No, that part. Yeah, that part was he turned out to be right, but he was essentially lied about when he got it. He said he got it really early, but he got it later that day, so he didn't have it all day.
Well, he said that he got it in the morning,
11 a.m.
He actually ended up getting it at like 9 p.m. and he said, "Oh, I ended up getting it at night, and so I just worked through the night instead of working through the morning,"
right?
Which is like contradicts what he said.
Right, he was lying. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Good luck. God bless your grandfather. Keep us updated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
So, I mean, like, I have the text. That's exactly what he said. He's like, that's just a lie, right?
Yeah, and also the other
Right, Mick, or no?
It's a nervous lie. It's not even like he believes it either. He just thinks he has to lie to you because he thinks that under pressure you're gonna like fire him right away if he doesn't come up with the right answer.
I know, but I don't know, like, why lie about that? I mean,
it's been like every day.
He's been lying since the producer search. He went away that whole time. The cell phone thing, like,
the what thing?
remember he didn't pay his cell phone bill. I thought during that time he got cold feet and was sick of the whole thing because it was just after you killed him for having a terrible show.
Right.
And he went silent. Then you sent out a tweet saying, Mick, if you want to come in, Gus doesn't answer, and then he shows up out of nowhere.
Right.
He was done.
So just for tweeting when he was suspended, he's out next week too.
Oh.
So and like my guess is he's not gonna be back. That's just where I'm at today. Like right now, I'm just like I don't need shit like that. Where he's like, I forget what the text said like. Let me see if I can find it here. So I was even wrong. I got it the night of the 27th, so I kept banging it out all night on the upload. He was saying so, like that just like he doesn't remember that part. Like it's just bullshit.
It was
like
in
that.
between Call of Duty rounds.
Yeah, like I just don't buy it. I'm not. That's the difference. So when people get mad at me and say I favor Coleman, it's not a question of favor. It's just a question of I trust Coleman. I don't trust. Like, I know what you want me to say. Like, you know, like I get people like Gus. I like Gus, but like I don't want that shit in my. When we're trying to plan stuff and do stuff, and I know he's not trying. Like I don't need it. So for tweeting during suspension, I just extended suspension another week. My guess is like I'll talk to him and probably say, hey, look, like this just isn't working out. Like it's just for me, it's just we're at the point where it's just not working out anymore.
You think he's going to offer that first before you do?
No
I don't.
chance.
I don't. So you know, and like that's not his job to do that. It's my job to either figure it out or you know. But he's not going to do anything either. He's not going to make some smart or well thought out pitch to keep his job. I mean, his pitch yesterday was having RFK Jr. on.
Yeah.
And Coleman is like, hey, I'm going to have him run the Twitter. It doesn't, you know. And Coleman's, by the way, is on like we're like after this we're on like that's like at least strike one, if not two strikes. So you know he's pretty fucked too. So you know he's got to figure his shit out. But with Gus, I'm just kind of.
Did you find it problematic? Someone pointed this out. Is that he didn't notice that he didn't have his charger until the 27th? If that's the case, when his last day in was the 22nd, you guys weren't on Friday,
right? And I listened to the Minifan stuff. I saw a bunch of tweets, of course, and this is on Coleman too. But the idea that we're going to do a 15-hour YouTube show is insane. Yeah. Who the fuck is going to watch 15 hours of video? Who the fuck is going to do that?
If you did it 3 days in a row, 5 days, maybe.
3 hours a day?
I mean, people, you were off.
No, but this
Not all in one drop. One drop is crazy.
Crazy.
The idea was it to do a video fucking version of the best of it.
And like, right. And like, I don't, you know, but I'll also say this, like, that to me, I can forgive because that's trying. Yes. That's different. I always say this. That's trying. It's stupid, but it can be corrected. The stuff that Gus is doing, like I tell Gus, he doesn't watch a 2-minute video with Jeff D'Lo. Then the next week he doesn't listen to the whole, and then he's lying after we say stop lying. He's lying that day to us about like, this is not stopping.
No.
So at what point am I like, at what point am I supposed to say, hey, like either this is just who he is, like let's embrace it. Which, fine, but that's dangerous and it's going to fuck something up. It's just going to annoy me. Or do I just say, hey, it's not working out. Like, we tried. You're a good guy. Good luck going forward. If you need help, whatever, you know, you're always welcome to come in and be a get. But, like, I don't know what the line is.
Well, he seemingly answers it for you because he says, I don't really know. And he doesn't really have a concrete reason for why he does any of this stuff. And I think he thinks originally it was going to be funny and kind of wacky with you yelling at him, and that's his role. But
well,
he's now just lying.
He wasn't thinking that yesterday, though.
No, I'm saying like when he first started.
I think his role, he thought he was going to be like a producer. Like he didn't know that you wanted him to be like the.
I'm crawling around during
exactly, but then he got hired, and he thought I almost said your name. Then
you can say my name. It's all right.
Then he got hired, and I think he thought, all right, I'll just be like the B producer now, and like stop doing.
I just thought my mistake, I think, was like the Coleman is what I thought he was going to be. Like he's boring, but there's something there. He's trying hard. I think a lot of stuff is good. Some stuff we can work through. Gus, I thought, was going to be a little bit like Justin, a cousin of Justin in a way, in that he's a moron, well-meaning, and would bust his ass. And he's just kind of a moron who's kind of well-meaning and not busting his ass. Like I can't have that. So like, we'll figure it out, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, so we'll see.
That's kind of what I meant too in the beginning. I know it kind of came off choppy, but he just doesn't seem to realize what's in front of him. And this isn't the most lucrative position or anything like that, but you're working for somebody who's extremely talented, and you're going to have much more opportunity than anything else. So I just don't know. If you want to work in this industry, what the hell are you doing?
It's a good question. He has no kids. He has no, like, there's nothing getting in his way.
Right.
That's what I don't get either. Like, he should be 20 hours a day work.
The RFK instinct is what, like, that's crazy to me.
Well, yeah, like, you guys know, like, trying to book Robert F. Kennedy Jr., if you're trying to do it, is not more than 4 minutes in a day. And if it's more than that, you should really be fired.
So that's one of my questions. What do you expect? How many hours do you expect these guys to work? Is this a 40-hour work week job?
It's a job. This is their job.
40-hour work week.
Yes.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
I was.
Yeah, I work. I mean, that's yes.
Okay.
Between thinking about it and coming up with ideas and organizing things, and yes, and being in here and trying to fix stuff and trying to make things. But yeah, I mean, easily.
So is that something going forward where you're going to want to see like how many hours they're spending on stuff?
In a perfect world, I do not want to be that kind of
Of
boss.
course.
Like I'm a pretty hands-off boss. I think
Yeah.
people would say, maybe to my detriment.
Sink
But
or
like,
swim.
But at some point, like, yeah, maybe it's like you got to write down what you did all day. Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking grammar school teacher. Like, I don't, I'm not.
I think of the two of them too. Like, how does Gus not know this better than Coleman? All right, he's been a Minifan longer. He seems to would get what would tick you off and what would. I don't know. I'm struggling with Gus accepting his faults and being okay with it.
I think he just has a bunch of problems too. Like, I really do. I
Like
think
real
he's got-
problems,
I think
or-
he's just got like mental, like he's got like ADHD. I think he does have like some sort of stroke. Like, I think there are those things too. So I do have sympathy for him, but I think he's just like a lazy guy who likes to watch video games, play video games, and like likes to sit around, and that's okay. But like that's on me. I just didn't hire the right guy for that. I thought he was
You were
not
getting
that
the
guy.
shock collar guy. That's what
Yeah,
you're
and just a
getting.
guy who I thought was going to do anything for the show. Tweet 500 times, go to and then incorporate that into the show and have the show be a little, and have a better sense on how to like run the show, social media, like understand what people want. Like, he's done none of that. The
I
show
think
Twitter account stinks.
Gus's favorite parts of the show are from what you used to do. Like, if you ask Gus what his favorite parts of the show is, calls, the fake calls. Like, if he could, he'd have calls from Tim and calls from Blind Mike's daddy, like to play for you for an hour a day.
Yeah, and I'm not that particularly that interested in that
anymore.
Like, if it's good,
Yeah.
we'll play it, but like it's not
a
people
central
can
focus
tell
of the
I've moved
show.
on from
Yeah.
it. And we'll get back to it probably in whatever, but right now that's not what we're doing. So maybe it was just a bad hire, but right now he's out this weekend, next weekend probably. My guess is probably we're probably gonna shake hands.
Would you have him come in for like a one last episode to
Yeah,
say goodbye, or would you just do it off
probably
camera?
if he wants
Yeah.
to. If he doesn't want to, I don't want to have him come in here if he doesn't want to
Yeah.
and get beat up.
Beat
I
up,
mean,
yeah.
I don't want to yell at him either. Like,
Yeah.
I've kind of, the thing with me is once, like, I've kind of turned on you from that person, it's kind of over. Like,
over.
it's and
The only one to ever come back is Blind Mike, like to come back and be here regularly for the most part, and he doesn't work for you anymore.
right, and I treat him like I don't go at him anymore. Like, I treat him like a baby now. So it's like, so I don't know. I feel bad because he's a nice guy.
He is.
He's a good guy. I don't think he's a bad guy. So people don't think he was an asshole.
But where did it change where he was so driven to get this job and now he can't even put together a 30-second clip? Like,
Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he
I
wasn't
don't
even
get
that
it.
driven to get the job. Maybe I just read it wrong.
You had him walk on his knees.
I know,
in
but
the Burlington Mall.
did he do like a bunch of videos during? I don't remember. Did he do a bunch of stuff during the process?
He was active during the producer search, but again, it was like in waves. He went away if there was wedding, which is fine. But then after he came back and after his couple shows, I even said this to Beyond Average Christian. We had one of our riveting conversations. I was like, I think he's gonna quit. I was like, I really think Gus is gonna quit.
Yeah,
He
maybe
wasn't
he will.
answering. He needed 24 hours of like silence during that. I don't know.
Oh, maybe you will quit. You think he'll quit now?
No.
If I had to predict, yeah.
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 You don't think so?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
He's a
You're gonna
balls
have
in my
to.
court. Right.
You're gonna have to push him off the cliff.
But you haven't given him the full, assault yet.
Are you serious?
I mean, yesterday was pretty
Yesterday's pretty
I've been
bad,
tough
Mick.
on him. I've been much tougher on him than Coleman, to be fair.
I guess it hasn't built up where it's came sporadically. Like if he's in here every single day getting it like that.
Right.
That's,
Yeah, I don't want that either because then it's just gonna suck. Like he's not somebody I want to beat up like that. Like it's good to have fun with him, but like he's a nice guy and like the only thing take a beating for this is Coleman.
But I think this for
media.
Coleman, this could be the best and the worst thing that could happen to him.
Oh,
'cause
worst.
It's going to be the worst temporarily, but if he keeps his job and he does well for the next 4 years, he's going to look back. He's never going to make this type of mistake
Also,
again. He's never
I'll say when things like this happen, once we have a good show, like 2 weeks, nobody's gonna
No,
fucking
yep.
care. It's like everyone was saying they want to call him back, but nobody was saying that 3 weeks ago. Like it's just when things happen, people, and I get that. That's good. That's why I like the show. But it's So I I don't know. I don't quite know what to do here. I hate firing people. I really do. I don't do it. But like I saw that last night, and then I just can't get past him just putting 30-minute clips up there without listening. So after being told, the one thing you gotta do is listen to fucking clips. So it's like
He's not following basic direction.
it's just fireable right there. I don't like so I don't know. We shall see.
And that comes right after he was lying here the day that I was here right before Christmas. Remember with the colony and Christmas thing? Like it's just
Piling on.
He wants it. He wants it bad.
He wants it.
He wants
I
it
just
bad.
feel like I'm worried about Gus. I'll just
Oh,
a little
shut the
wheeze.
fuck
I
up.
am.
Shut up.
I
Shut
really
up, Nick.
am.
You don't
I
fucking
swear
care.
to God, I am.
Worried about him how?
You shouldn't be able to accept this type of punishment and be okay with it.
What? What's he supposed to show up to work today?
No. Like the back and forth and the I didn't cut the clips. Why didn't you do it? I don't know. Like there's no like I'm just an idiot, and he laughs it off, and you're like, what am I supposed to say here?
Well, I also think like there's something going on where I don't quite know if they're united or not united. Like I didn't quite get what was going on with those two yesterday.
I don't think. All right, I think Coleman feels bad for Gus. I don't want to put words in Coleman's mouth. I think he feels bad for Gus, so he doesn't bury him. But if you ask Coleman, I don't think he wants to. Like, I think that nervous energy. Why does he sit over here? Like, I don't think I think it's a forced
Marriage, yeah.
Forced marriage.
Yeah, maybe that could be it. I suppose.
But I don't think he wants to come off looking like a complete asshole.
Right.
And bury him.
Yes, and I think Coleman's gonna get shit from a lot of fans for this now. He's gonna be like, "Why did you keep your job? You're his boss. He fucked up," which I think is fair. But it's also I'll just say it again. Like, I don't think Coleman's lied to me yet. Where I think Gus just lies. And,
That's the biggest.
And I think Coleman works harder. So I don't know what to. The age is irrelevant to me. I don't care if you're 23, 33, 40. That you have the job. You have the job. I don't care about that. But but he's got. I mean, Coleman's gonna fucking get his shit together. So we'll see. What do you think, Mick?
I think Coleman more than anything is he was let down by Gus. And if you're Coleman, how do you even?
Wow.
But how do you?
So now, like, oh wow, good for you, Mick.
How do you trust him going forward if you're Coleman?
How you trust Gus going forward?
Yeah, you can't trust Gus.
A lot of people think,
if
a lot of people think that Gus was trying to cover for Coleman yesterday. Do you think that?
No.
A little bit. Coleman, I guarantee you, Coleman told him we're going to release this December 30th.
Oh, I think that's true.
So Gus started working on it on Tuesday, the 26th.
It's not a great defense.
Which is not a great. No, it's procrastination at its finest, 100%. But like for Coleman not to say like, no, I fucked up the time. Like I don't know. It's just Coleman
trusted
didn't
him too much.
and Coleman didn't edit some stuff.
Definitely not. No. Yeah, no. Coleman fucked this up.
Like the YouTube, there's one where there's like literally him re-saying.
Right. Somebody sent me that.
Like,
it's just insane. Now that is just them rushing and panicking, but that's no excuse. That's just because they fucked up.
Yeah.
So you don't blame Coleman at all?
I blame Coleman.
His future boss.
He's the number. Yeah, that's right. There you go, David.
You're such a worm, Nick. It's fucking unbelievable.
No, I blame Coleman for, again, not being on top of Gus, but his biggest thing was trusting Gus to put together audio that he was going to, the completed audio to put together for the best.
What would you have done?
I would have had it done beforehand. I would have never been okay with going on vacation knowing something's not done.
Whose idea was it
Such
to
a
do?
knock on Coleman then.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
And whose idea was it to do the YouTube?
That feels like a Coleman idea.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But again,
so Gus is set up to fail.
But I go back to that's an idea.
Can't believe I'm defending Gus. This is crazy.
I go back to that's an idea started with ambition though.
Okay.
Where they fucked it up, but at least that's an ambitious idea.
Okay.
Where it's a terrible idea, it'll never happen again. But at least it's an idea. Like Gus just isn't doing anything.
All right.
Like I'm not saying that that's not a great defense, but that's just kind of where I'm at on it. But
I see that side.
I think you can just tell by their demeanor, like Coleman takes this a lot more serious, and Gus is okay with just laughing it off. And that's why I keep going back to it. Like he knows this show, he knows you. It doesn't really make sense. That's why I'm a little worried.
I think Coleman does too now. I mean, he's been here for like he should. I think Coleman knew this was this. Like I don't think.
But wouldn't you expect Gus to know this type of reaction from like a Minifan best of shit show like
More
that?
than Coleman? Yeah.
I don't think Gus is finger on the pulse the way that.
I guess not. Was he just not as big a fan as he?
I think he's a
claimed to
big
be?
fan. I just don't know if he like gets the whole tenor of the show.
He likes the idea of this job more than the actual job. I think.
Like I said, going back to RFK, like to me, I'd be trying to book like 80s character actors from sitcoms that you've talked about.
Yeah, or just ask me, like, Kirk,
Yeah.
do you have like? I know, and I get I'm not super approachable, but like, do you want to have this person on? Like, do you want to have I really don't. Like, I don't have anything
You're gonna ask RFK.
after two. What am I gonna say?
Are you gonna be on Curb Your
Yeah, I
Enthusiasm?
don't want to listen to him talk. You don't like his voice, but also like I don't like. I like to talk to Trump. Sure, and if you said to me, "Can you have President Biden on?" I would say yes, definitely. Other than that, who would I want on of these candidates? Who? Nikki Haley? Like, fucking, I don't even know who. Fucking, Vivek?
Vivek could be interesting.
Yeah, but what am I going to say? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, he's an interesting guy. Like,
Yeah,
he's,
yeah,
you know, it's just like, but there's no fun with them. DeSantis I'd like to have on. Yeah.
You think he's fun?
I think Coleman would really like DeSantis. I think those guys would get along. What? I think they would get along. They're rich guys. But yeah, I don't like. We said RFK Jr. I was like, what show is this? I don't understand.
So that's what I mean. I don't think he gets it.
We're a long way. Like Steve would try and shove RFK Jr. down, and that's fine. Like whatever. But we don't do that here. Like I would have Trump on because it would be fun. And Biden, to me, would be funny to have him on. Like, sure, we'll have Biden on. But, like, we don't do stuff like that. I purposely don't want to do stuff like that unless it's interesting to me once in a while, which sometimes it is. So we do it. I don't, that's like a Montante booking.
Yeah, but I don't even think he would go there.
No.
I think
I don't need to hear people tell me that Montante would do a good best stuff. Like, let's be fun. Let's be. I know you love Montante. I like Montante too. Would be incapable. He would do it.
He said he would do it. He said it wouldn't be good.
Right. Correct. Yes.
It would have been better than that.
But it would have been up on Tuesday.
Yeah, just so we could drink and watch football.
There you go.
It's true. Yes, it's true.
Deadlines get met.
I can't argue that. Any other thoughts from this, you guys?
I don't want to just keep saying that I actually am worried about him, but I do think there's
my fucking God.
There's
you're making fuck you.
There
honestly.
is though.
I forgot how much I hate you.
There
sometimes.
is. I like Gus. Like I hate him as a person.
You're worried about him? Yeah. You hate him as a person?
No, I said I don't hate him as a person.
Well, why would anybody hate him as a
No
person?
one should hate him as a person.
I mean, the producer search, him getting the job over me. I should have some bitterness,
I
right?
should hate him.
You should hate him. Not hate him, but there should be
How
some
about
sort of
criticism
tension.
for me for hiring him over you?
Oh, I mean, we can start there.
Go ahead.
That was a bad call. That was a bad call. It's an
Okay,
awful call.
I mean, what would you have done?
I would have never done the things that he has done. I wouldn't contact advertisers before I started working for you. I wouldn't just. I think
That to me though is ambition. Like it's bad.
That's stupidity.
I agree. No, we agree. We went over that, but that is an ambition that's gone now.
He stopped doing that.
Like I agree. Like that was stupid. It was misguided, but it came from a point of him trying to get the job. I forgot about that. Yeah. It's a good point. Like he was at least saying, "Hey, I want to do this. I want to do this for the show." Whatever that thing is, misguided as it was, is gone now. And maybe it's because of things like that. I don't know.
Over under since he's been in the job that you've asked, what does Gus do?
On air or off?
On air.
Daily.
25 times?
25 times.
Maybe.
I would say over 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did it your first time 2 weeks in. I went back and listened.
And I don't know. And yeah, maybe that's on me. I try and let these guys figure it out. Steve figured it out. Dave figured it out. Coleman, I think, is in the process of figuring it out. He has some mistakes. But I think he's in the process of figuring it out. Where Gus, and maybe it's like maybe it's not a full-time second job. I don't know. I feel like it should be.
You said that 1 week in.
Yeah, maybe it's not. But I feel like it could be if you make it, right, Mick?
You want to give him more responsibility?
No, I'm saying maybe the job itself just isn't that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the number two position. Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know.
It is if it like doing stuff that Justin did. I hate to keep bringing it back to like it is if you're doing stuff that. But if you have Justin doing it for free.
Yeah, but Justin's gonna be gone soon.
Yeah.
He just doesn't get the opportunity. He doesn't get anything. He doesn't get what's in front of him. And again, it's not some crazy.
But you're worried about him.
But you're worried about him.
I am.
Yeah, I know you are. I can tell you are.
I'm not saying I'm like best friends with the guy. I just don't think anybody could accept that.
You say you're worried about him. You're worried about like his.
I'm worried about
health?
his thought process, not like his actual health.
He's a moron.
Yeah, but
there's
like,
no thought process.
You don't
he's
think,
a dummy.
You don't think there's anything really wrong there of just accepting the fact
he's had
that
like a
you have a
stroke.
quote unquote like dream job. You went through all this stuff, and now you're just like, I'm sinking. I don't
Vietnam.
care.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, but he went through
came
all
sick
this stuff.
6 times,
I don't know. I just feel like if it was me and I was in this position, there's no chance you could sit there and just be like, yeah, I'm good with this job after a month. He's been doing it for a month. It doesn't like these guys are work tirelessly.
He got settled in pretty quick.
They got complacent. They just started chilling. And you went away for 2 different times. I feel like they've had, 4 different vacations. You got Christmas, New Year's, and the 2 weeks that you were gone. Like, what has he done?
I don't
The
disagree.
Chicago week is to not have.
Well, that's what should have been done. And then he also tweeted out like, hey, or you said in the air, hey, this week when I'm gonna have a bunch of shit on my account, and like there was none of that. So I'm like, well, what? And why? First of all, I was like, why isn't it like show related stuff? Why isn't it on your Twitter account? Like, the hell do I care about your fucking Twitter account for? Like, stuff like that, I just don't get.
It's the idea of it. He likes to tell people he works for you. He likes to say that he's under the Barstool umbrella and all that. But when he actually like wants
He's
to create
worried
the
about it,
content and he wants,
Mick is the biggest worm alive.
I'm loving to see this
I
because
play
like
both sides.
You are a worm, though.
a little bit.
Yeah.
he came in and people are like, "Oh, Mick, we want Mick," and by the end of the show today, after he's thrown Gus under the
asshole.
bus, yeah, gonna
You
go back.
he can't help himself, though. It's his strength and his weakness.
It's his nature.
Anything else from you, Dave, on this?
No, I mean, like, I would just say this. You have to. Coleman is sliding on this. I get why you're more mad at Gus. I get it.
No, I think that's right. I think you're right. But I wanted to say, I was trying to ignore people yesterday, but I wanted to say, like, he's also suspended. Like, and he's, it wasn't like Coleman sitting here today. And, like, I think Coleman's more responsible for the best of than Coleman. Coleman's more responsible than Gus is. But I keep going back to, I think Coleman's going to figure it out. And
It's
he's
not a
trying
fireable
hard, where I
offense.
just don't believe, like, Gus just violated something, and I said to him, if you do this again, you're going to lose your fucking job.
Yep.
And he did it in the worst place, and the place where he's like, I'm going to take responsibility. This is on me. Like, the best of is my thing. Now, Coleman's still his boss, but he said, hey, this is my thing.
Yeah.
And he couldn't, and he couldn't take the time to listen to a 22-minute. All those segments, none of those segments should be longer than like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yep.
Five minutes. You know what I mean? Some of them were like 30 minutes.
It's
Like the whole Cheeks
played half the show.
yeah, the Cheeks thing was, which I get was a good moment in show history, but he played the entire fucking thing. Like, you even stop and listen to it and say, oh, I can slice 30 seconds here. I can slice, I don't know. What are you going to say, Mick?
I think that's again Coleman's biggest gripe should be with Gus there because like he's gonna ultimately.
What
get
is your
all
blind
this-
pie? You 70-30 for you?
I said 80-20
Coleman, yeah.
for this particular
I understand that.
instance.
What do you say, Mick?
Well, if you're gonna go by, you don't want to hold your producer's hand. So do you want your producer holding the number 2 producer's hand? I don't think that. should
Answer
be
the
fair.
fucking question, Mick.
I would say 80% Gus.
I think that's, I understand that perspective. That's the thing about this argument. I actually get both sides.
You agree?
Like if somebody told me that I worked with,
I'm more with Dave on this, but yeah.
if I was working with somebody on something and they said that they were going to do it, and then right as they sent me it, it was a complete shit show, and now it's my I guess responsibility to clean it up, I would be more mad at that person.
Mick, Coleman's was a complete shit show too, dude.
Yeah, I understand that.
Coleman didn't.
But do you think Coleman's was out of like, I'm ignoring this and I'm just going to do it to the last second like Gus was doing on
Yeah.
Xbox? I think
Yeah.
Coleman didn't realize what the whole
Coleman
best of
was
compilation
working.
was. And his
Coleman went
biggest-
to Disney and was working on it supposedly at Disney.
I thought
Mick saw
Coleman's.
him.
You know what I thought Coleman's worst moment was the show yesterday. The moment. What do you think? Do you have any idea?
when he got a little pouty.
No, that was the entire time. He had one line.
When he, I don't want to say through Gus, or when he was trying to take all the blame.
No. That I get when he said he never went back and checked how long each best of was. Where he was like, hey, like, I don't know, like, I probably should have checked. And like,
Yeah.
there's a really easy way to do that. Like, you thought each one was 15 hours? Like, okay, if you thought that, fine, you can think that, but go back and check on that. That was, to me, almost like a Gus moment for him, where I was like, that's the one time where I was like, oh, wait a minute, like, what the fuck is going on here? But that was that was his worst moment. So that's why.
And were you joking yesterday about having Julie? Like Julie should have been helping them. Was that busting some chops?
Somebody, I mean, like there should have been. I'm not doing quality control on best of at this point in my life. I'm fucking 50 years old. I have I'm not doing that.
All right.
So maybe somebody else should have done it. No,
Does she officially work for the show though? Like,
no,
is
but
that,
she would do it. Like obviously, Julie being involved in anything content and best of is ironic. I understand that, but she's good at she's like the axe. Like she's good at
Yes.
shit like that. So.
She's a manager.
Put it this way, if you had handed it to her, it was 15 hours, she would have been like, cut this shit up.
Yep.
So yeah, why not? I don't know. I'm not
Yeah.
saying she should have hosted it. She would have been no worse than those guys hosting it.
That was
And they're both like,
just introduce the clip.
very easy. Next year, like 10 best moments and have Steve do one, Mike do one, fucking Montante do whatever. And this is my favorite moment of the year. Jeff D'Lo, whoever, Dan Katz, Mick, whoever, me, Mike, here it is. Here's number 8. Here's number 7. And the point of it is who number 1 is your favorite moment's different than his.
100%.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter.
It's all subjective.
Still, we have Mike Cologne on for 40 minutes.
That's-
nice kid. I like him, but like, what the fuck are we doing? Chris Castellani? Like, what the fuck?
He had a good tweet last night.
Yeah, I mean, another loser. But it's like, I mean, I don't know. So, I don't know what else to say. I don't know.
So can Gus save his job? I guess that I'm asking what the audience would ask. Kenny.
Sure, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how. But I'm open to being surprised. Like, I'm all for it. Like, knock yourself out.
So, all right. So you suspended him for 2 weeks. I just want clarification if I was him. And you said he can still save his job, but he can't use Twitter. He can't even use his own personal Twitter.
No, this is like one of the moments where it's like an adult thing now. Like, if he says to me, "Hey, Kirk, I want to come in the studio and make a pitch to save my job," he can do that.
There we go.
He can do that. But like, if it's bullshit 40 seconds in and it's half-assed, he's fucking gone. Like, I don't want to participate in that.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't want to hear about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Carl Weathers and fucking, like your point, phone calls. Like, I want like an idea.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be Coleman being like, "Hey, like, I'm gonna have Gus tweet more, 1 or 2 clips a day." That's not what the show is. Like, it's just the producers aren't the star of the show. That's not how it works. If something happens organically, fantastic. So I mean, even things like Mike yesterday, to me saying, he texted me and he's like, I told these guys I'm back Friday. It's crazy. That's like, those are things that should not be missed. It just shouldn't be missed.
They booked
Look
me.
at Mick, you're disgusted.
I
right?
really am.
It would never happen Mick was here.
You're gonna say no. You're gonna say like I'm just I want the job, but like
No,
these
I don't think that, Mick.
These
No.
are very
Oh,
basic.
You really
things.
care. You're
These
a
are
really
very
caring
basic
guy.
things.
You care about Gus, Mick.
And
We get it.
I'll go back to it. I said it during the producer, the Kirk Minahan
I'm on his
intangibles.
brother's side now.
You got to know the Kirk Minahan show. If
Actually,
you're
I
going
was
to work
before.
for it. And I feel like he just clearly doesn't.
Well, Coleman didn't know when he started working for it.
Yeah, but Coleman is a somewhat real professional.
Oh man.
Smart.
Dude, are we going to call Gus a professional?
Oh, no, I'm just saying, Mick. Like, good
I'm not a
job
professional. I'm not
kissing
going
up
to tell you I'm
Coleman,
some
too.
polished producer or anything like that. That's not a professional. He knows he's working for Kirk Minahan. He knows he's working for the Kirk Minahan show. If this is the effort you give,
I mean, it was brought up before. They booked me without even reaching out.
What do you mean?
They told you I was coming on,
Oh, right.
and they had never even.
Right. I
After
forgot
the
about
shows when they.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's destroyed the toilets.
Oh,
What?
God. What a lie.
What was I gonna? So, what would you do if you were me?
I would have fired him.
Both.
No.
Yeah.
Would you suspend Coleman?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely reason for. Yeah, you could have.
Thank you.
But
I could have.
I think it just goes to how is he going to improve the show going forward? Are you ever going to trust him again?
No.
Where do we go from here? Because that would be my end goal there. Like, what
Do you trust
What do you want
Coleman
from
to
him
do the subway, or is that all Julie?
You talk about throwing. Julie's throwing both of them under the bus.
yeah.
Trust me, yesterday. Big
I
time.
mean, Coleman, I'm sure. I mean, Coleman's
More-
throwing her under the bus.
More Gus, I think. But Subway is a week from Saturday, the 20th.
Okay.
Because I saw people tweeting. I thought that was known. If it wasn't known, I
No.
apologize. And tickets for Portland go on sale 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh, that late? I thought you said
Yeah.
the 6th.
No, the
Pushed
18th.
it back?
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Easter weekend, killing me.
You're going to go.
I know, but you're killing me.
You can fucking leave that.
I'm leaving that morning. I know, but it's
easy.
like
Just-
it's
or leave
Easter.
that night.
Portuguese
Just leave-
Catholic.
just
Yeah.
leave that night.
Well, I'm going
It's
to be
fucking
drinking,
fine.
Kirk. I can't
Oh,
leave
sure.
that night.
Yeah, but if you leave
another name count there for David.
Was that?
He said your name again.
Thank you.
I got 4 on the day.
Okay, that's he's working hard.
I am.
So yeah, that's Saturday, January 20th. But Julie wants to. But my point is, if these guys can't have people sit in a fucking Subway fucking restaurant, then we've got bigger problems than that. Like, there is sink or swim stuff. That's a sink or swim thing. Like,
Okay.
you can't, like, like Papa Gino's is a bunch of people having pizza. And I will say this. I saw the one nut guy put out a video today from that thing. Those small events, like, I make it pretty clear. Like,
Put
I
your
don't-
phones away?
I'm not big on videos and stuff. Like, I get it was relevant to the story. I appreciate that. But, like, there's kind of an agreement there. I'm not super high on that, but whatever. I mean,
You did say everyone put your phones away, right? Or
yeah,
no?
we'll be before, yeah, but whatever. So that's January 20th, Saturday night, January 20th, at I think 8 o'clock. We'll have details, I guess, when Coleman's back Monday, or maybe we'll have them later this week. So, yeah. All
Is
right.
this the most concerned you've ever been about one of your employees? As far as like the incompetence, not like health wise.
I mean, that's hard to say.
You were pretty down on Dave after Plymouth.
Yeah, but I knew Dave was done. Like, David checked out.
Okay.
Yeah, was Justin working for us after the VFW thing? I don't remember.
The VFW.
Was he working for the show when he like went for a walk and went up in the hospital? I was worried about his health.
I think he
man.
was an intern for the show. After the 29K, he wasn't.
But forget the health, just like the actual performance.
I got you, Mick. I know what you're trying to
Do you think is there anything close to it?
He's feeling himself today.
Mick,
You can't listen to a 2-minute clip.
Mick, you know
I mean, just there's the shovel.
the car salesman?
Yep.
You know what the soft sell is versus the hard sell?
You're overselling, Mick.
Yeah, you're selling too hard here, Mick. Huh?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Not for me, but to the audience.
Right.
They're going to be like, this guy is an asshole. Like, You're unbelievable.
How would they feel if
An
this
hour
guy
ago,
got
people,
the job?
an hour ago, people liked you.
Yep.
For once.
Yeah.
You walked in, people liked them.
Now they're going to hate you again.
I knew this was coming, but
It's your fault.
You're doing it.
I'm telling you right now, I just have a gripe with him getting the job over me. Like, of course I'm angry about it. Of course I want him to
Time
and
out.
then I also look at him and he's incompetent back here, and I'm like, yeah, he could do a much better job. What the hell?
You have a gripe, but last week when I DM'd you when that best of wasn't out, and I said, "Hey, Mick, show some initiative, drop a best of before these guys," you go, "I don't want to bury them like that."
Yeah, I don't think they're really these
all
guys are
you're
good
doing
to me.
right
The
now.
show,
That's what I mean.
that was after the colossal fuck up. I feel like if I jumped in the middle of it, put out a best of, it would be like, okay, so you're just trying to really steal this kid's job. He did
what
this.
you doing right
What are you
now?
doing
He
right
did
now?
it to himself. He's trying to. What are you're blaming me for Gus's incompetence?
Not blaming you, just like you're going all in right now.
He's
Which I
incompetent.
respect.
Okay, well, we'll say he's not. No, he's not.
He's not what, incompetent?
He's like
definitely
No, he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying that, but you can't. Oh God, you just make things difficult. Anyway, all right. What else is going on? What do you have? You said you had other notes, Dave, or no?
Yeah, I got some notes.
Go ahead. I'm ready for him.
You sure?
Sure. Yeah,
You don't want to play Mickey stuff first?
I have all
what?
that reaction from Menners if you wanted to play that.
Oh, all right. Yeah, okay. So you want it was John from Scranton, the other guy,
John and Warren.
who seems like he's okay.
I like John Warren.
All right, you want to bring him in next week, Mick?
He's a big I like him.
All right,
He's growing.
Ask him if he wants to come in. Have him figure out which day he wants to come in next week if you want. I'm not sure where I am yet with him, but we'll see.
It's weird how the last month or so, a lot of newer have popped up, but he said he's been around forever. He has the picture with you at the Barnes and Noble. I don't know if you saw that tweet.
I didn't see that. No.
Yeah.
The Barnes and Noble
That's what he said. He said
Oh,
he was
yeah?
there too. Said Steve wasn't
When?
the only one.
that day.
That's what he's saying.
Well, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know.
Do you want to start with him burying Coleman or Gus?
Who?
Menners.
Up to you.
My mate.
We'll go to Coleman.
He's beyond me. But so Coleman, terrible day. I didn't like his woe is me.
Okay, I can't. It sounds so terrible.
sounds
I can't.
bad.
It sounds terrible. It sounds terrible.
Sorry.
That's okay. Is there any other cuts that brings up something we haven't discussed though? From either show. Did you get the other show as well?
The Stephen Glosser?
No. The
John from Scranton show.
I don't have many from that. I have all of Menners' solo one and all of the Stephen Gloucester solo one.
So you don't have any of the John Scranton one.
I have nope.
You said you don't. But you said you don't have many though.
No,
you said you have none.
I misspoke. I'm sorry.
Here we go. See,
I missed- at
least he didn't lie.
This is
Sorry,
did lie.
I did not.
He
That's a
missed-
lie.
That's
No,
a
he was
misspeak.
covering his. No,
I did not cut any audio from John Scranton show.
I speak rather producer. Like I've rather.
Okay.
That's him.
All right.
When you send me that text,
You just lied right there.
no.
Unbelievable. You're
Okay.
fucking unbelievable.
I'll
Mick,
say-
you're fucking unbelievable.
I will tell you I lied, but I did not lie. I misspoke.
Fucking unbelievable.
I did not cut the John Scranton audio.
could you lie
Zero of
today?
it. Zero cut. I didn't. I'm not lying.
I asked you to do it.
No, that was so. You
This
asked
is what I
me.
mean. This is he's. What's the difference?
I literally had a text
What's
drafted
the
back.
fucking difference?
I had a text drafted back to you saying.
Why don't you send it to me then?
Because I figured you just misspoke. Honestly, I
You
should.
figured I misspoke?
Well, I looked on the thing and Menners had put the tiny CEO thing out there, so I was like, okay, that was what he meant.
You are rattled right now. You're fucking stammering and rambling.
I thought that's what you meant. I'm sorry. I really did. I thought you meant Menners' show.
Did you say get me the John from Scranton stuff? Like, what does the text say?
I'll send you the.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find the message right now. We need Menner's reaction, sound, and show on network last night.
The only thing I'll defensive is there was 3 shows on the network
Then
last
get them.
night. Okay, get them all.
Then get them.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
That's not. I mean, that's not.
Okay.
That's not.
Okay. Fair.
Literally, when I sent it, I was like, "Oh, is it? I'm in the fandom or was it the mic?" And I didn't know, so I'm just like, "Get me
Yeah.
the sound on." So,
Yeah, no, I have all of Menners' cut up. I don't have any of this stuff.
but you first said you don't have many, which was your way of covering your ass, and that's a lie.
If I did, I didn't mean to, but yeah.
What do you mean? If you did, you did say that.
Yeah, I just said I didn't mean to, though.
Yeah, but you said if I said that.
I said that and I didn't mean to
But why'd you say if I said that?
because I didn't think I did. I didn't think I said that.
This is
You
unbelievable.
definitely said that.
If you're saying so,
Did he say that?
Yeah.
You definitely said that.
you're sure.
Positive.
No, between the two of us, Mick, I'm sure you're
I
telling
feel
me.
like I
the
just
truth.
talk fast and you yeah.
No,
Don't talk fast?
I think that's a real thing. I think he
What?
was trying to talk fast and he might
No,
have-
I think he knew he got caught.
Okay.
And he was trying to dig his way out of it by saying, "Oh, I have Stephen Gloucester, which I don't care about."
You still think you think I can fool you? Like, no, I'm not trying to get one
Yeah, but
over.
you
I'm not
just
trying
lied,
to.
though.
No,
You're
I'm an
unbelievable.
idiot. I'm an
You're
idiot.
Killing,
I
you're
misspoke.
killing Gus, and you just did the same thing.
Oh,
You
okay.
did.
Okay.
No?
A little. He did take it back right away. He didn't go all in.
So what?
I got confused on what you meant, but yes, it sounded like a very bad lie. I promise you, I did not cut anything to do from John Scranton. I'm not trying to take any credit from it. None of it. I should have.
What credit?
Like, I should have had that, is what I'm saying.
What do you mean credit?
No, I misspoke on that as well. I should take all of the blame here. I should have had that ready for you.
Why is everybody so like? What do people think I'm going to do? Them shoot them? I never understand this.
Yes, honestly, yes. Yes. That's why I'm looking at Gus and I'm like, what's going on here? You know the show. You know how you react to things.
We
like,
just did the same thing.
I'm an idiot.
But so is he.
True, but like I can at least tell you when I'm actually making a mistake or something like that.
And you're stammering like a fucking idiot right now. What did Steve from Gloucester say?
I wanted to hear that.
I think we're losing Steve, huh? I saw that clip yesterday. That was not good. Why do you keep getting that?
Episode 13.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that you or me?
You have the whole episode? What do you
But for
do?
this episode, I want.
It was just the very beginning. Him calling you Kirky Bits.
Did you cut it up or
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Okay. What cuts stand out to you, Mick?
Hang on.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I have them all. There's just a lot of
What is
stuff.
that noise?
The bartender cut, him not having an invite into the studio yesterday.
That's my favorite cut.
Let me hear that.
That's my favorite cut.
I saw that tweet.
It just doesn't make any sense. It also doesn't make any sense that I wouldn't be invited into the studio this week on such a pivotal moment with the producer search. I mean, wouldn't he want me in the studio more than the yes men? The people who are going to say, oh, Kirk, oh.
I'm a yes man.
That's sad. That's a sad moment. Like, that's just pathetic.
I'm a yes man.
I don't even like the problem with Steve is he'll come in here and just be like a baby. Like he'll just be like, "Oh, I'm kidding around. It's a bit." And it's like, whatever.
I like Steve.
So do I.
I like
Steve's
Steve.
a nice guy.
He is. I just think that was when I heard that, I was like, wow.
I think even Menners, I listened to Menners last night. Menners like, if Coleman needs somebody, a producer to talk to me, I'm like, guys, not everything is about you guys. Like it's just like, let it go. Just fucking, I don't know.
Steve had some criticism for you as well.
Steve from Gloucester.
Yeah.
Oh, let me hear it. Good. I'm open to that.
Yeah.
But I feel the person who has to do that, who has to pick his lane, is Kirk. Because he is notorious for changing lanes. He does it all the time with Rico Bosco. There are some months where he likes Rico, calls him his brother, and there are some times where he calls him his enemy. He doesn't stay in one lane. He doesn't pick a lane with Rico. He's always changing lanes. He's changing lanes with producers, with colleagues. He does it all the time. So for him to point fingers at other people, saying that me and others need to maintain and pick a lane,
Everything's
that's
about
wrong.
See, everything's about him. Everything's about him.
He didn't like when you said that at the end of the show.
What's that? What did I say?
You said he needs to pick a lane. Like that's what he kept saying.
Yeah, he's a phony. He's just like I thought there was more. It turns out he's just like a fraud. Like he's like kind of like a Snell. There's like a Snell aspect to him. Like he's a nice guy. Steve's a nice guy, but he's like I
don't think he's as crazy as Snell.
Neither do I. But like he called Shattuck like people tell me 500 times. Like he's just looking for attention. He got here for a little bit, and now it's gonna go away. Yeah. And he's not. And he's gonna turn into one of these people. He's got burner accounts. I saw people sending me yesterday. Like it's gonna be ugly for Steve.
Him thinking that he should be invited on this week because it's
crazy. He's a nobody. Like he's a zero.
It's
like,
crazy.
Is he joking there, or does he actually believe?
He'll say he is, but he wasn't. Like he definitely was not.
Yeah,
he definitely was not. All right, what else?
If you want to move on from that, Jersey Jerry's got a hole-in-one contest going right now.
Is it still going on?
As of a couple minutes ago, it was.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I mean, was Jerry aware that's like a hard thing to do? I don't. This is like how long? You've been doing this since midnight?
Yeah.
No, 9 o'clock
10
o'clock last night.
Really?
Yeah, he's going 24 hours.
Came close about, I'd say, 4 times now. Maybe off by like 2 or 3 feet. It's tough. It's not easy. My left hand is broken. Definitely has some ligament damage. Fighting through the pain. I knew this wasn't easy.
I'm looking at like a tweet like this. Steve, you're live to tape guy. I don't know. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Blaine Pie, 90% Coleman. Like that's just silly. Like I know you're doing it, but that's like it's just silly.
I say on that aspect only.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Ooh, report Odyssey to file for bankruptcy within weeks. I like that.
It's got to be one or the other for the blame, though. Like you can't do 50-50. One person has to take pretty much all of it, and you either have to go to the side. It is Coleman's fault to instruct Gus to make sure he has it done, or is it Gus's complete incompetence?
Right.
I guess I'm kissing your ass, but like it's not a fireable offense to Coleman. You do it. Gus has built up.
I just don't think it is. Like,
I
if
agree.
Coleman does something
I agree.
like that, like put it this way, if Coleman's in charge of Subway, which is not a big show, but it's a big deal to people who go. They're traveling to Delaware.
Sounds fucked up.
If they get there, it's closed and it's a mess, and he's in charge of it, then like he's gonna get fired because that's now twice in 3.
Yes.
Like, I gotta find people who can do it. So I don't want to fire Coleman. So I mean, I'm just saying like that's where those guys are now.
Yeah.
Do you view him differently than when you first hired him? As like,
Not really. No, I knew there was gonna be ups and downs, and like again, he's trying. Like he fucked this up. He didn't understand what it was. He fucked it up. So you fucked that up once, fine. If you fuck something else up, it's a problem. Like I don't think he's really had a fuck up until now. Not
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
Steve got suspended his first 3 or 4 months in the job.
Yeah, I think
The Fenway sound. You sent him home for 3 days.
Yeah, and I should have suspended him for the scrubbing audio thing. So I mean, like that was the first.
I think it was the scrubbing out. I
That
think
was
I
the
missed
first
it.
week of the show. I think.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we'll see. We shall see. What else?
KFC. We want to talk about that?
yeah.
Yeah, they are trying to uncover
that
this
was in my
rat
notes.
situation.
20 cents again, real estate, a moron's head.
Just give me 1 sec. I'll pull it
But he owns you, he said.
What you said during this thing?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
So hopefully Mick has it.
Yeah, just give me 1 sec.
I will say somebody on that couch was one of the sources.
Ah, it's Tommy Smokes.
I'm not gonna say who it was.
Come on.
I'm not gonna say who it
You
was.
lied right to their face. I was dying.
I'm not gonna say who it was. I don't got my sources. Everybody wants to know.
Come on, Mickey.
I got it. Sorry, just give me 1 second.
Believe in you.
This is sad. You have it, Mick?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going on 3 different computers right now, and I have to switch a couple of things.
I did send it to you. I said I
I
wanted
have.
to
I
send it,
have.
right?
I cut it right up. I have it right here.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm not lying.
Is he lying?
I don't think he's
What is
lying.
that?
This is me airdropping the video to my phone, so I
gotcha.
can play it right now.
Airdrop. How many airdrops lately?
Johnny Cupcakes. It's a fucking shit. What are you doing?
We got a
Advertising.
rat. We got a mole.
Hold on.
In the New York City
All right, go ahead, Kevin. Sorry.
office, who was ratting to Kirk. So
I can't believe you didn't think that was going to get sent to Kirk.
I didn't.
I thought that was
The sadder email that people sent me, that email was pathetic.
Yeah.
The sadder email was the one, the other one people sent me. Was the one
second,
Sorry.
where it was like, hey, it had nothing to do with me, but the first one was like, hey, just so you guys know, like there's magic happening in this office. Like,
Oh, no.
Like this happened in the office, and then this happened, and this is how we build characters. Like we got a magical thing going on here. Don't let the haters go.
Don't let him derail you.
Yeah, he sent one of those like leadership emails, and you're like, oh my god, you fucking loser. Like if a normal company did this, you'd be shitting all over them. This is my friend. And I'm like, oh my god, get your shit together. And people were sending it to me and mocking him
Because like
Literally mocking.
that's not him.
Well, it is, I guess. Now he's trying to be the,
Yeah, but if you haven't been that, it's tough to then
it's true.
be that.
Like I said, he's designated survivor. Like
Last
Dan,
one left.
Dan left, and Dave left, and even like I would even say like I'm trying to think of somebody else who went to Chicago who's above him, like in the minds of the people in New York. Like a Chaps, or like
Jersey
Megan
Jerry.
making money,
Yeah.
Jersey Jerry. Mincy, just guys who are above Kevin. So now Kevin needs to be like a leader. So and nobody thinks of him that way. Like no, you hear these guys stammering, and nobody's doing that around Kevin. Nobody. They're laughing behind his back.
Seems like the company line is he helps us. Kevin likes to help us when
People
we first get
forwarded
started.
me that email before he even sent it. It was so fast. It was just like it was my mailbox exploded with people just being like, "Can you believe this fucking idiot?" And I'm like, I like this guy.
I would say like 3 people on that couch probably send it to you.
I will say one person on that. At least one person on that couch sends it to me. Go ahead.
I checked my email. I saw that email from you. I was like, Kirk already has this.
Yeah, but that's why I didn't say
It's on the
anything.
list.
I thought that was going to Vivo's stool. Like, I thought someone was going to post that.
Who's that?
Is Kirk on the New York City email list?
No.
No. But he said multiple people sent it to him. So we'll find out who the.
Do you know who?
No, that's what we got to figure.
I know a guy who can figure it out tomorrow.
Who?
I got a guy. I know a guy.
Well, like-
Rico?
A tech guy.
He's an investigative guy. John Rich? And he's gonna.
Oh, I know. I think I know. I think this is someone who's.
Do you have any idea who he means?
No, I have no idea.
I thought he meant John Rich too at first, but
I hope they find out. It's funny. I mean, I love Feilerberg, so.
Kevin called out. You were asleep last night. Kevin called out Jeff D'Lo as the rat.
I saw that. I don't think is Jeff on the New York.
Jeff said he's not on it.
Understand it. I can tell you it was not Jeff, but like Kevin's not gonna. I get Kevin's not gonna believe me, but
Yeah.
that'd be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I mean,
And they said Clemmer in that clip too.
Clemmer's not one of them.
that's surprising.
But I might say that. But would I say that if you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
could be.
Throw
but
him
like,
off the scent.
Were you down on Clemmer because of that?
No, he has a job. I'm no. That's a no. Like Rico destroys Kevin behind his back.
He does.
Well, he has before this. So it's like, well, you're gonna send it to me now, then, right? But he didn't. Now. So it's like, well, okay, whatever. But no, Clemmer's trying to keep his job. Like he's in New York.
So that's what they said. They were arguing back and forth. Some thought Clemmer did, others thought Clemmer wouldn't because he wants to.
No, Clemmer texted me last night, as a matter
Keep
of
his
fact,
job.
about. Let me see. You're being far too kind. I didn't believe a word Gus said the entire show. I said, I didn't believe you weren't a source for Kevin's email. It was a joke. And he said, that seems sneaky to me. I wouldn't send Kevin the email if the roles were reversed. It seems slimy to me. I said, I agree. I said, of course, that email was pathetic, but you're right. And he said, oh, yeah, I rolled my eyes when I saw it. So he did say that. But, yeah, it was not a snitch. Not a snitch. No, which I respect. Like, Kevin is his boss in New York now. I mean, figuratively.
I guess.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, so now they're going to spend today doing their bar story like 2 weeks after trying to figure out who it
Polygraph, and they said they want to interrogate Clemmer. I don't know.
They should. I'd be curious if Clemmer breaks. I don't know. I mean, like maybe, I don't know how lie detectors work. Maybe he'll be so nervous they'll say he's lying.
You know how lie detectors work.
Well,
You
I know.
used one.
What's that?
You used one.
That's true.
You got one guy to crack.
Well, I wasn't there for it, but I was.
Really?
Well, I was at Barnes & Noble while the guy was giving him the, because nobody else was supposed to be in the room.
Oh, I don't
He was the
remember
star of
that
the show,
part.
if you remember.
Yo, he was definitely the star of the show, that guy. Jesus Christ. Typical Steve guy. But I don't, I mean, I can tell you definitively, I will swear on the life of Harry and Kate that Chris Clemmer was not one of them.
Ooh.
You guys want to ask me other people? I can swear on Harry and Kate or I won't. And then you, go ahead.
Let me think.
Tommy Smokes. That's my number one lead suspect. Big Minifan now.
Who's to say?
I could see Feidelberg actually being him.
That'd be very interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
Maybe something there.
Very interesting.
Pat was on the couch.
I have a gay blocker thing on my,
Understandable.
yeah, he's very gay. So, no, I don't think Pat would do that. I think Pat's so dumb being with, I don't even know if he knows how to send an email after being with him on trivia. So I'm going to say he doesn't know how to do that. But Feidelberg's a good guy. Good friend. Good friend. Good friend. He's a friend. What? He's a friend.
Oh, man.
Well,
Oh, man. Feidelberg. Who
so
else?
this is
over
when
there?
Kevin would send those emails. I don't know.
How do you feel about his, I guess, his viewing you so toxic that he has to warn his employees to even,
I don't even get it.
interact?
I think it would be funny if somebody was like, fuck you. Like, they should do that. And I'd be like, okay, that's funny. And they come on, and I wouldn't care. It's a vacation.
Yeah, he goes to say too, like,
it wasn't like real. Like, I don't, you know.
he's like, I went on Kirk's show later on, and we handled it. I know how to handle Kirk.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
He basically said he dummied you.
Right. You know, it's a dominant performance.
Yeah.
But it's what Kevin needs in his life. It's fine. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'll watch today. I'll be curious to see who cracks, who doesn't crack. But there are, I don't know who's in the office, who's not in the office every day, but there'll be 3 or 4 people in there today, definitely, who sent the email. And I don't think they really, the ones who texted me yesterday were laughing about it. So I don't know.
So was it 5 or were you exaggerating a little?
No, I got 5. What I'm saying is, of those 5, are they in the office every day? Somebody could be traveling.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
But you got 5.
I got 5.
Because Kevin didn't believe that.
But then he later did when they said how many people were on the, they said there's like 120 people. He's like, it's
right.
possible. He's like, it's dumb producers, which some may be producers, some may be, I will say there were producers and on-air people, both, who sent it. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
we were talking Rico there. Do you want to update
got
people
some
on Rico? Because
questions.
I've had a couple of people ask before I got here today.
Yeah.
We need to know Rico drama.
What's your question?
My question is, there's no way it was just the Russillo thing. So something happened. This is the working theory that you did the pick 'em with him, helped him get the contract.
Oh, in Chicago?
In Chicago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. The dinner, and he kind of
The
was
dinner.
like with him and Dave, and you were like, I'll go to dinner too if you want. And he
So
kind
you
of
think people care that they go to dinner?
no, not that. It's more of like you then said more famous person in the room.
Well, I think that's the way Rico is.
Okay,
Like,
so-
I'm not I'm not even really. I'm just like, I had a realization with Rico, and a very good friend of mine said, once you see that side of Rico, you can't unsee it. And that's kind of where I'm like, oh, he's that guy where
Dan.
He's in a room. I didn't say that. He's in a room, and I've been in rooms with people like this. And that is where I give Jerry all the credit. This is where one of the times where I'll be like, I'm pro Jerry. When I was a nobody, and I was hanging out with him and Dino in Indianapolis at the Super Bowl. That was when they lost to the Giants, the second one. So that was beginning of 2012.
2012, yes.
Yes, it was beginning of 2012. Yeah, because Harry wasn't born yet. So I was at a bar in Indianapolis with John and Jerry, and I think Steve Young or somebody came in the room, and Dino went off like a rocket. And Jerry didn't know me at all. We were talking, and he's like, "Oh, he cares about it." And he just talked to me. I was like, "That's an admirable quality." Where like, they don't. There are people like that, and Rico's like that, and that's okay. But like when you consider somebody to be like a close friend and like a brother, and then you realize you're just somebody they use to get here. Then they use somebody else to get there, and somebody else to get there. That's their game. That's fine. I just don't want to be a participant in it anymore. That's all.
So if he calls in, that's a no-go?
No interest.
No interest.
Have you had that conversation with him?
No.
You think he just kind of gets it?
I would imagine he gets it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he gets it.
Yeah. So how does that affect trivia?
We'll play. I mean, he's on the team, Teams with teams who hate each other have won championships before.
Of course, yeah.
And I don't hate him. And I don't, I'm just like...
You're just indifferent.
Yeah, it's like a year ago where I was like, fuck this guy.
What made you bring him back after the whole cons thing?
Because we talked and like he was like...
That's what I'm saying. It seems like he's going to you for like advice and career stuff and, contemplating his next move, and then he's just, see you later?
Thought like, oh, okay, like he values me as this person.
Right.
And he doesn't. So I was wrong. That's all. You're wrong at times. I was wrong. So... That's no big deal, but that's life. And
was it the Russillo thing that really just rocketed
sort of crystallized a bunch of things that I noticed.
Okay, so some stuff behind the scenes. Okay.
Right, and like he was interacting with people there I don't like. So I was just like, fuck it. Like nothing against Rico. I hope he makes $10 million. And he tried to get Titus fired. That's a fucking fact. I can tell you that
was my next
fact.
Question.
So
can you explain that?
Sure. Like Titus got in trouble for not showing up for an ad thing.
The Brandon thing. He did the same thing as Brandon. They didn't go.
Yeah, there's a thing in Chicago.
About 20 minutes away, yep.
And I was still in Chicago at that point. And I saw Titus right when it happened. Like I was literally going through the office and Titus was sitting. I had never met him. And he had this sort of down look. I was like, what's going on? And he said, this happened. And I was like, in my advice to you with Dave, like I have not done something like that. I've done other dumb things. If you're legitimately sorry, say you're sorry, and he'll forgive you, and you'll be fine. Portnoy texted me like 20 minutes later. I was leaving, and he's like, "It's amazing. You're the guy that people talk to now." We were kind of laughing, and Rico must have somehow caught wind of it. He called me. I was going to the airport, I think. He's like, "It's crazy." He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "I wonder who ratted Titus out to Dave, or who ratted." Who told, somebody must have told somebody who told Dave. He's like, it wasn't me. Like, I'll tell you that, it wasn't me. And I was like, I don't even know if you know, like, how would I think it was you? How the hell would I? I'm like, it was very like, I didn't do it. Like, why would I do it? And I'm like, why are you telling? Like, so I didn't even know he hates Titus, I guess. I had no idea about this. So other people were telling me
he hates
Titus.
Anybody new at the company, though. Like,
I think it's like college basketball.
He feels like it's his turf.
He's like, I don't know why. He's like, I hope Dave doesn't think it's me. I'm like, he's like, you wouldn't tell Dave it was me. I was like, I wouldn't make that connection. I didn't think it was anybody. I thought like, he fucked up and the company itself, whoever it was, reached out to Dave or whoever and was like, they blew this off.
Oh, so someone actually ratted him out.
That's what I think. I don't know.
That's a weasel move. That's
but she's done stuff like that though. So like, I don't know. But yeah, I believe that happened.
Gotcha. All right, so that's
makes
more
me view Rico differently.
That makes more sense than just the Russillo thing.
I think this goes in line too of him saying like, he's too big to go on the network, and is that really worth his time? Like,
I noticed that too, where it's also like I didn't like. Minute fans were telling me like he was being an asshole about that show. Healthy Debate. So I'm like, well, fuck that. Like, the Minute fans. You love the Minute fans when they were over in Boston for the trivia,
cheering him.
Yep. Yeah, he loved that. Trust me, he loved that. So, but like, it's like, well, don't be embarrassed by them either. Like, they're not. I hate that. Well,
he seems a guy just on the next thing. It doesn't care about it once his agenda's filled.
That's okay.
Yeah,
like that's okay, man. We're all doing our thing. So I don't.
Yep. But it's not like last year where you hated him.
No, no. I just know what he is.
Yep.
No hard feelings. Dan just texted me and said we might have to call Jerry and pump him up. We can do that. I'll send you his number.
I was going to ask how you are with Jersey Jerry. You were saying that you didn't know that he was still mad at you over surviving.
I felt that way. I love Jerry. I don't want that.
He had a big bet.
He did. He did. All right, let me see here. So how do I do this?
You want to just send in a DM?
I don't have to type the fucking number out.
I forgot you can't order Amazon packages.
How the hell do I do that? I don't know how the fuck to do that. Let me see. I'll do it, Mick, 1 second.
Screenshot and then send the number. Send the picture.
People on Twitter are fucking crazy. Let me see here. All right. Mm-hmm. Do. Mm-hmm. You get it in a second. BC win last night?
Check right now.
Against Wake Forest. I was watching some of that game and I stopped watching.
Going to the Friars tonight.
Where are they playing?
Seton Hall at home.
BC lost.
I assume they're home. I figure you probably weren't going to
In New Jersey. Yeah, good call. Good call.
BC lost?
Yep.
Oh, that's too bad.
Off to a good start this year, though.
Yeah, that's
first time in a while.
Conference, though. I don't like that. I was thinking of taking Harry the game last night, but there's Shane, my man Shane, tweeting out clips today.
Best intern you ever had?
Shane?
Shane.
Yeah, Shane was great.
Background, just did what he did.
And Harris was actually good too until like he kind of snapped over the driving to
Mississippi.
Yeah.
Hello?
Jerry, it's Kirk. You're on the air.
Hey, Kirk.
You can
What's
do
up,
this.
buddy?
You can do this. You can do this. Dan said you're struggling right now. You can do
I'm
this.
struggling, yeah.
You can do this. You can do
Mentally,
Yeah.
My mental's bad and my
Yes.
hand is bad, Kirk.
Your hand is bad. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
my left hand's broken.
it's broken. What is your? Was there a time? Are you going to do this until you do it, or is there a dropout? Like is it 24 hours, or what's the?
Well, I mean, my plan is to do it until I make it, and I think people are too invested now. That
I agree.
If I quit, I'm going to get crucified.
Listen to me. You are going to do this. Your whole life, people have doubted you. Your whole life, and every single time, whether it's a $50,000, whether the bet the other day, whether it's surviving, whether it's keeping this job, whether it's doing anything, you've made your living on people doubting you, and right now, everyone is doubting you. This is your ultimate moment. Listen to me. This is your moment to step up and do this. You're going to do this, right?
I like this.
Are you going to do
I like
this?
energy. I'm going to.
Are you going to do this?
I'm doing it right now.
Are you going to do this?
Right now.
Are you going to do it?
I'm going to do it.
You're going to
Kirk.
fucking
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do
You're going to fucking do it. Go do it.
I'm going to do it right now.
Do it for Chris Benelli.
Thank you, Kirk.
Okay?
I love you, Benelli.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I love you too, buddy. Go do it. There you go.
It's a great locker room speech.
I mean, all I do is give and give. And give.
It's.
Are you a motivator?
He's probably got a whole one right now.
If he does.
Have you ever spoke to a team or anything like that?
What?
You did the BC thing with Coleman and Mutt, right? Or was it
It
Meter?
was a class.
That was a class.
I think it was a football team?
I guess I
sport
did.
was Coleman playing?
I guess
Hold
I
on,
did.
you thought it was a game?
I thought with Meter Pirelli it would be like the sports people.
What do you think BC stands for? Boys cocksucking?
No,
like,
it's,
what team would Coleman be on?
Yeah, Coleman was in his class.
I know he's big and fat, but he wasn't on the football team.
Yeah, he's not a left tackle. You're right.
I don't understand.
That's crazy.
It's a bad thought process.
That's crazy, Vic.
That's what do you think Meter's the football coach?
That was my next
no.
question.
I thought he does the sports play-by-play, right?
Yeah, but do you understand? Like,
yes, it's very stupid.
I don't understand. I will say, the high school basketball coach at Winchester High, who I coached at camps when he was younger, is mentioned me a few times for me to come in and speak to the team. But like my thing is now, if I went and spoke to the team, like that would be like when I was in high school and a guy from the class of '62 would come in and I would be like, "Who is this?"
Shut
like,
up.
Oh, great, he works at Bar. Like, oh, you works at Barstool. That's cool. Okay, what else? Like,
Have you ever been on a pizza review?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I know. Oh yeah, my dad listened to you on the radio. Like, oh, you're the guy. Oh yeah, I saw you on a clip once about the putt and the. Like, what am I going to say to these guys? Do the whole thing like, you gotta want it. Like, what am I going to say?
That was good right there, though. The Jerry one, that was fucking good.
Well, I love Jerry. You know, I felt I don't want Jerry. I think Jerry was upset that I didn't vote for him, but like Dan didn't vote for him.
Yeah,
I was on Will's team. I love Will, so I was like, I told Jerry, I was like, if Jerry won, I would have been thrilled. But I don't like, and I think Jerry didn't like when I was like, I don't like the way everybody treats Jerry like he's a charity case. He's not a charity. Like,
Yeah, but you were defending him. That's
I know,
defending him.
That's the thing. I was saying that. I said to him in Chicago, I think we're okay. I talked to him in Chicago. We're good. I like Jerry. He's a really good guy. You know, I was texting somebody about this also. He's like the opposite of Rico also in that, like, Rico doesn't like being perceived as a boob.
Yep.
Where Jerry legitimately doesn't give a fuck.
I mean,
like,
showed his shit-stained pants.
Right.
Like,
Was it a bit? Who knows? Dave has his doubts. I think he shit himself. But, like, he's not afraid to look like an imbecile. And, like, Jerry wouldn't, like, I know he likes, like, the Steelers and everything, but if I was talking to Jerry and, like, Terry Bradshaw walked in, like, he'd look, but he wouldn't, like, be like, how do I make this thing where it's like, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, what else? McStalling.
Did you see this Jason Whitlock and Katie Nolan stuff?
1 second. I'll talk about that in a second. Katie Nolan was on Celebrity Jeopardy. I saw it, and I was like, wow, we are running on. Nothing against Katie Nolan. I've made fun of her in the past. She seems very nice, but like, if I'm living in Iowa, people who watch Jeopardy are like me, like old people. If I'm a 62-year-old in West Branch, Iowa, and Katie Nolan's on, I'm like, who the fuck is this? Like,
I forgot she's still in media.
Give me like, I don't know, like fucking Norm from Cheers, like something an older person would want to see. Katie Nolan?
That's them trying to
give me Al Michaels,
younger demographic, I guess.
Yeah, but nobody's. Yeah, they got rid of the girl from Blossom.
Yep,
who was very political, I think, right?
A little right wing.
Oh, so you think it was a whole conspiracy?
Yeah.
Do you think that Biden won the election fair and square?
Yeah.
You think you won the election?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay. But you're gonna vote for President Trump?
Yeah.
Would you vote for Nikki Haley over Joe Biden?
Ugh, that's a tough one.
You wouldn't but you wouldn't vote for Joe Biden.
Honestly, I don't know. She's a warmonger too. They're both like.
That's true.
Like my biggest thing is like we just shouldn't be in war.
I always say that.
That's it.
I don't think we should do any international stuff.
Leave us alone.
Right. Could have been bad during World War II, but we got attacked, so I'm okay with that one. They attacked us in what?
False flag.
What?
Alan's got some rumors to that.
False flag.
Okay, well, we got attacked at Pearl Harbor. So I'm saying is I'm okay with that. But short of that, like I don't know what the hell we're doing in Ukraine. I don't know what we're doing, and like I don't know. We have
no
troops,
need.
We have troops in like Japan, right?
Iran.
Yeah, it's stupid. I'm with you.
They're dying to go to war in Iran. Like that's what they really want. So
I don't get it. So Katie Nolan and just the Whitlock thing. Whitlock has the thing. I looked on ESPN football things. I was curious about my porn searches, and mine was just a Petco commercial. So I was like, okay, I feel safe because although I'm not looking at bestiality stuff to be very clear.
He's now trying to claim it's like Temu ads, and he looked up a card that the card said something. Right. It like
Whitlock. People forget Whitlock was like a famous pervert, on back in the old days.
Strippers on his lap. He had pictures.
He would write about this stuff and talk about this stuff, and now he is like
Christian.
Yeah, which. He might be, but like that's
no
like
way.
He's like,
but he flipped quick. It was really
like, what's
quick.
his face? Jesus Christ! Holy shit! The fucking cartoonist of the EI who had that
Larry Johnson.
LJ Johnson, wonderful guy. But there was just more people who knew the show. I forget. There was a show. You guys might have done this on your show.
We
recently.
did it 2 episodes ago.
I heard it.
Yeah.
Larry Johnson and Craig Mustard was an asshole, but LJ had a tweet out, and it was like. He's a super Christian guy. Like he talked about God all the time. He was a preacher, but he always at the station. He was one of those guys where if like you were around and like I'm trying to think who would be around, whoever,
Lucy Birch,
yeah, or the woman Catherine Tappan, like somebody like LJ would come over and talk to them, and you're like he likes Dale in a way, like harmless, but like likes to flirt with girls or whatever. So he then tweeted out something. I don't even know how you do this. Oh, I will say now, every time I watch a scene on like, I always check my Twitter account because I'm like, and my stuff is not like that one because this was like a teenage girl getting like gagged or something.
Yeah,
right?
You would have to have literally copy link to tweet it out.
Yeah, and it got sent out there
on Twitter.
Yeah. And I and everybody else like jumped on it, and then LJ was like, "Kirk, how could you do this?" And that was the last tweet he ever had.
Yeah.
That was it. And he blamed me.
Yeah, me and Danny went back and looked. It's the last.
That was it, right?
Yeah.
Rode off into the sunset.
Yeah. And he was mad at you.
Was he mad at me for
retweeting
promoting it?
Retweeting it.
Oh, okay. But did he take down the tweet?
Yeah.
Okay. But it was like a sick, like, wasn't it like a rough one?
She was, yeah.
Yeah. What's your thing, Mick?
Latina.
That's what you
I'm
search?
simple. Yeah, I'm simple.
That's your girlfriend, though, right?
Yeah. People have called that weird before.
You never go like anywhere else. You never go anywhere. You search Latina?
Yeah, it's my go-to. If you asked.
I did ask. I know. Yeah,
Chesty, I guess, something like that.
Chesty.
Chesty.
I'm not typing in chesty. It's more the categories come up, you pick. But
Chesty. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a bosom.
yeah,
Well, you said. How about you, Daver?
I would say like MILF.
Yeah,
Like I'm with you.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Like
now
to pretend I'm in the scene.
Milfs are now younger than I am.
Yeah.
Like, there are Milfs who are like in their 20s.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, you see those, and it's like, yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And the scenarios are ludicrous. They're just getting dumber. And like, I would like a.
I like a little acting.
So do I. I like to be romanced a little bit. I like
Yeah.
a scene as opposed to. Sometimes you'll click on it, and just fucking pound.
Yeah,
this
like the
person right
people
away.
that
I'm
do
like,
people that do just amateur, like where they just right at it.
I'm like, I can't get into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Like, give me a. Like, it doesn't have to be. I'm not asking for
Wine and dine me.
I'm not asking for Meryl Streep and Daniel Day-Lewis, but like a setup here and like off to the races. But
I need a
instead-
name in the cat. I can't have random people. It doesn't do it for me.
I mean, a name.
Yeah, I'm familiar with who it is.
I don't need that necessarily. I'm okay with that if it's a believable. I like finding a new ingenue. But anyway, so anyway, Katie Nolan.
Yeah. She. Let me read Whitlock's tweet, and then I'll get.
Oh,
back.
Whitlock. This leads to Whitlock, who just embraced your. I guess because he's now so right, we can't. be a
No,
part
he
of it.
says he's not a conservative. That's his big thing. He's a Christian.
Okay, yeah.
So I think that's what it is that people are calling him out for, you're a Christian. It's like Christian search porn, man. Come on, you can go to church and like jack off. What's the big deal?
He said, I'm looking at the NFL standings on ESPN.com. The ad running above the standings. How is this possible? Appropriate. The ad, balls deep inside of me, is a great way to spend your birthday.
I just love
Jesus
how
Christ.
he thought he got him. It's the biggest ratio I've ever seen.
Yeah. And then.
Well, the problem is like, it just gives. It's like we'll get to it. It's like Aaron Rodgers yesterday. Like, you're just giving the other side. Like when I saw that, even me, when I saw that, I'm an idiot with social media stuff. I was like, well, he must know like that's not popping up for everybody when they go to ESPN.com.
Nope.
NFL standings.
Nope, he thought.
Jesus. So so Katie said what? I'm sorry.
She said, sorry to retweet it. It's just actual tears running down my face. Happy New Year. And then she got some backlash.
Because he's killed her in the past.
Yeah, they go back. They go at it quite a bit.
And this criticism of her, by the way, is not wrong. And that she's like, she has gotten to a place where she is because she's a woman. Now,
Where is she now?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
She's got a bunch of jobs and she doesn't stick because she doesn't have an audience. That's not. She's a nice person. And
Multi-millionaire.
I'm not saying she's untalented, but she's made a lot of money and good for her. But Whitlock is. I mean, that was a ratio. Like, yeah, I was just laughing. Like, if people like they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like everyone's just retweeting. Like,
And
man, this is you.
He's trying to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this isn't working either. So I don't know.
So the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Hold on, that Whitlock lie was bigger than Cullinan's lie about peeing yesterday.
Ah,
which was
yeah.
like just one of that's worse than Mick's lie earlier.
He lied twice yesterday.
What was the first time?
Cullinan lied about me.
Wait, everything's Dave's another guy.
No,
Dave's another me guy.
No. I just want to point out. So he said, "Oh, I was going to stop by his restaurant, but then I saw his tweet. I tweeted that New Year's Day. He said he was out New Year's Eve.
Well, okay, he might have conflated. Is that a lie? I don't, would you want him to stop by?
No, that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Cullinan, he's similar to Gus, where he will say something and not
He's
even
a Mick
realize.
guy, Cullinan.
Oh yeah, but he's a rat.
He comes in with some bits.
He's a Mick guy until he gets on stage and has to endorse me. But.
Ooh, that's true. He didn't do that.
Yeah,
he didn't do that.
With a Montante T-shirt.
First Miltons read of the year. Miltons' one and only big winter clearance sale is happening right now. Everything you need for the cold winter months ahead, and it's on sale. Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, and North Face, Peter Millar, Faraday, all on sale. Coats, sweaters, hoodies, Henleys. There you go, dummy. Social Plaza, Braintree, Chestnut Square, Chestnut Hill, the Burlington Mall, or go to Miltons.com right now. Get your buy one, get one free suit event. It's on as we speak. Go to Miltons.com, take a look around. We thank Miltons for being back with us again in 2024, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And on. Miltons will be with us forever. Our first sponsor, our last sponsor. It's the first read I did. It's the last read I'll ever do. Go to Miltons.com or check out the 3 great locations and support a great company. So Aaron Rodgers goes on Pat McAfee, who stinks. His show every weekend. Who's the brain dead guy who's on with
AJ
him?
Hawk,
Oh, my God.
the former linebacker.
What's his face? Ben of the Mile? Is that his name? From...
Oh, the concussion guy.
He must sit there every day and be like, I cannot wait to study this thing. Like, this is incredible. Like, every day he must be like, it's today the day.
Oh, I didn't know where you're going with that.
And, like, so he was on with that idiot and McAfee who stinks. But whatever. Like, I would say, Matt, listen, he wins. Yesterday, and Aaron Rodgers is one of those guys, and they're on both sides, where he thinks he's smarter than everybody else, and he's just a dummy. And so, first of all, can you explain to me, you're in this world, what are you talking about the colors for the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Did you hear this clip, Mick, or no?
I did hear the clip, but I'm pulling it up right now.
You don't have the Rodgers clip?
I don't have it right now, but I'm getting it as we speak.
That's fine. He says something about the team's colors and how it ties into something else. He's
No
like
clue.
That. Like,
That's
he's just
above me.
like, and I'm like, I don't.
That's too
I
much
find
for
that
me.
group so tiring. And can we just like, where is the Epstein list?
Release it.
Like, who has it? Like, where? Who is it?
I don't know. They're saying in the courts, right? It's a judge.
I'm sick of like pictures of like Oprah Winfrey and Tom
Yes.
Hanks. Like, could we just get the fucking list and who's on?
And
Who's not?
the big one is what? John Doe 36 is Bill Clinton.
Is Bill
Everyone's
Clinton? I'm
on-
sure.
Yeah.
And everybody on that list went there to fucking fuck around.
Yep.
Like, enough. Nobody went there to do it other than Stephen Hawking. Like, I still don't know why he was there. He was there. Have you seen those pictures?
Yeah.
Could he get an erection? I guess he could, right? He wasn't
could.
paralyzed.
Yep. He went there to fuck around.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, well, you know.
But I mean, I don't blame that poor guy.
These are underage women, David.
Yeah, all right, I don't blame him.
I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, it's a strange. What's calling me? Oh, Christ. But yeah, I don't know. Do you have it? It was kind of all over the place, Mick.
Yeah, I just don't want to play the wrong thing here. Give me 1 second.
The colors, that's way above.
Something to do with the Epstein.
Bring it 57 and 56.
This has
Go
something
back
to do
a
with
little
the
bit.
Epstein
Go
list
back
that
a
came
little
out.
Let's restart it.
Yeah.
Bring it 57 and 56.
This has something to do with the Epstein
Those are
list that
colors.
came out.
Feels like.
That's supposed to be coming out soon. That's supposed to be coming out soon.
Look, this guy's been
There's
waiting
a
in
lot
his
of
wine
people-
cellar.
Yeah.
I've been waiting in my wine cellar for this
He's
thing.
hiding.
A lot of people, including Jimmy Kimmel, are really hoping that doesn't.
All right.
Now, is that slander?
Obviously, a
Yeah,
clip
well,
from this particular program was wrong.
Well, I don't know. I don't get McAfee, whatever. But I'm all. I don't care because it's not like people just think Aaron Rodgers is a boob. Like I'm not looking for anybody to sue anybody. But this is wild. That's an ESPN show.
You
and
took
Kimmel's on ABC.
You took the words out of my mouth.
It is like, in a way, I'm kind of like, hey, good for ESPN.
I'm
Like,
shocked by
they're-
ESPN. My
like,
biggest takeaway.
They're letting people. I'll be curious now going forward how that's going to work out because Kimmel went on social media yesterday. Was like, I've never been to Epstein Island. Like I'm going to sue you if you keep this shit up. Which, like, I'm not big, but like I'm okay with that. If he's saying that Jimmy Kimmel's on Epstein Island never happened, like wherever you stand politically, like that's a crazy thing to suggest if it's not true.
Yes.
You're basically saying you're a fucking pedophile. So, like, I don't know. Kimmel's one of those names, extreme right, like that crazy QAnon crowd, like the Montantes of the world have him, Oprah, Tom Hanks, Spielberg.
I also think him and Rodgers have beef.
Kimmel
and Rodgers
because of the
COVID.
the jab and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's true. Right.
I think Kimmel went at I did a deep dive. I guess like his old left tackle David Bakhtiari.
Yeah, he's been tweeting about it too.
Tweeting about it, and then like Kimmel was like just badgering them during the whole COVID thing. So I think that's more personal than just like
Maybe
the
we'll
normal.
suck
rant.
on that. Like, shut.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to hear from Jimmy Kimmel or Aaron Rodgers on this fucking stuff. But
He took to Twitter and said, "Dear asshole, for the record, I have not met, flown, visited, or had any contact with Epstein, nor will you find my name on any list. Clearly phony nonsense from the soft-brained wacko like yourself. Can't seem to distinguish from reality. Your reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up, and we will debate the facts further in court."
Yeah.
At Aaron Rodgers.
Dangerous stuff. I don't know. But whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there may be things I don't know.
ESPN though airing that and not going like McAfee not getting suspended. This 2 years ago, like he would get fired.
He would though. Like, is it McAfee's? Although Rodgers is a paid guest on that show.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll style. I guess the value of it is like stuff like that in a way. It gets all the buzz, but I find Rodgers to be just a zero. So I've never found him interesting. I don't quite get it. But yeah, that is wild. So
On the same, I didn't even get the same network connection. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, they're both Disney.
The Disney, yeah.
So I'll be curious how that works out. If Kimmel, I don't know. Maybe McAfee will go on Kimmel. I could tell McAfee was like, oh shit. You could tell he was trying to
You
play
think
it off.
he
was
kind of
laughing.
encouraged it a little bit?
That was the other guy though.
No, when he said in your wine cellar waiting for this, that was McAfee.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Is McAfee paying off for ESPN? I have no idea.
I
don't-
can't imagine it's more than like First Take, and they're paying him a shit ton of money. Unless you get the socials involved, and I'm way too beyond.
Yeah, I don't know shit like that.
He does the gambling stuff, though, right? Like, isn't
Does he?
FanDuel, I think? is
Oh,
the-
yeah.
So they're probably making the money off that.
Yeah, I guess.
No, I don't think he's with FanDuel anymore. He left FanDuel to go to ESPN.
It's not. Okay, I thought they had a presenting sponsor.
I'm sure
though,
they're
on that show.
presenting
Whoever it
sponsored,
is, right?
but
They must have one.
yeah.
I would think. All right, what else?
Do you want to get to the Claudia Gay stuff? The Harvard?
It's a shame. You hate to see it. It's racism. That's what the Globe said. So, I mean, again, I would just ask, I saw Shirley write about this and others, and, if you're a student at Harvard and you plagiarize a paper, you're gone. So she plagiarized like 6. I saw some guy on CNN say that She didn't plagiarize. She just copied other people's work. Well, okay. To me, that's plagiarism. So she's gone. And to me, that's the opposite of racism. It's actually treating her the same as you would treat somebody else.
She's not gone.
Well, right. She's also just there. So
she's going to be a teacher making the same salary she would if she was president.
And she's going to get nice benefits.
Oh,
and
she'll be able to write a book about this.
Oh, she'll go on CNN. No, right.
Like,
yeah, right. True. A white guy would get fired. Right.
She won.
Right. She did. Yes. So, and then, she'll go on a tour and she'll do all her stuff. So I'm not, I'm not surprised. I mean, all she did was plagiarize stuff. Forget the obvious stuff that she did a few months ago. But
I was about to say, no, she really did, just because she wouldn't refute answers.
Right, yeah. Forgetting that, like, that's fireable right there.
Yeah.
She just doesn't, So I think Harvard eventually was like, hey, we're losing too much money. Like, I remember talking to Dave about that in Chicago. It's like, I don't think they care because there's so much foreign money, but obviously they cared because there was
but she got the golden parachute. They probably have been negotiating this whole time.
The whole time. No question about that. So, I mean, like, I think it's allows people to celebrate like they got
a kill.
But they didn't.
Yep.
They did not. It's
like
true.
Dave was celebrating like he got a kill, and that's
she won't make any less money, I'm sure.
No, they've already said.
Right.
She's making the same salary she would as president. She's going to stay on faculty.
It's just crazy. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I was surprised it actually happened, but once I saw what she was getting, I was like, oh, okay, well, yeah. Now she gets to be a martyr, and she gets more. Yeah, it's a good move for her, too. So, yeah.
Not to go too deep into it, but do you think that this is going to flip eventually at some point?
What is that?
I guess like the culture of this whole, how do I want to phrase this? Like,
oh boy.
Like, is it going to get more like you're going to really have to do something bad to get canceled these days or something like I feel like nowadays you say one thing wrong.
It depends on what side you're on. Like, she's on the side, she's not going to, right. I mean, like if that was somebody else, they would get fired. Like that's the way no, I mean, I don't know. All I know is as long as it's lined up like this in the media and in academia, no. Like that's the way it's
college kids are running down the street with Palestinian flags on like New Year's Eve, like invading places.
They're
like,
stopping
it's crazy. Traffic on
Chicago airports.
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia, that's what it was. And it's just like
nothing happens.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I do wonder if there's going to be some break, and you're starting to see it now. Sometimes more than others, but I don't know. I would like to think so, but it doesn't feel like that.
If you just like recreational drugs, I feel like is a good example where a lot of people in like the 80s were super against it, all of that. Now most people could care less.
Right.
And I feel like that's the type of situation where it, just progressively got easier for it. And I feel like now it's just getting harder to even with anything. Like you say the one wrong thing and you're toast. I don't know.
I don't know. I even think on the right side, it's harder to get canceled now too. I think things have calmed down from their height of a few years ago.
Yeah, I don't feel like everyone's trying to cancel
anybody anymore.
Like this was the right trying to cancel people now. And this one, and I feel like they're doing that more than the left almost at this point.
And that's kind of what I mean. Like, is it just gonna now? Who can get who in trouble is basically what it is.
I think some of it too is like a lot of that was going on when Trump was president. Now Biden's president, so they're trying to. So if Trump wins again, that left is going to snap.
That'll be.
So then they're going to be out for blood. And they're going to be trying to do things.
Yep.
To do something because Trump's president, they can't control that. So how do we fuck other people? So, I don't know, and I think Trump's going to win. So it's going to be. That's going to be an interesting first couple of weeks in America after Trump wins. And Trump is going to win. Trump is going to be president a year from today.
Is it a guarantee?
Yes. So I don't quite know. Like we thought it was bad almost 8 years ago now, 7.5 years ago after he got elected. Schools, some colleges shut down for a day. I remember Michigan had adult coloring classes for the students a couple of days after, where now it's like, it's going to be times 50.
Your town. Your town. Big W. I mean,
it's going to be days off from school.
You're gonna have Harry for a week.
Emails about like Kate. Just so you know, we're having like it's almost like if there's a shooting. Like there's going to be counseling available for the kids to talk about this. And like I said this on the show a month or two ago. Like teenagers think Trump is funny now. They think he's like a TikTok star, like whoever. I don't know, but like they think he's like this orange guy who says really funny dumb shit. They're not like angry at him.
And 4 years older, though, they think he's the worst person ever.
Even
once you get to college,
even like 10 or 15 years old, like the people who've been with Trump, and Trump is a moron. Don't get me wrong. Like I'd vote for him over Biden, but like he does say dumb shit.
Yeah, I've seen it with even just some of my friends. Like if you even mention Trump, they like get like a weird look to you, and they're like, "Yeah, we're just talking." It's not like
I
don't know. He's funny, man.
Yeah, he makes me laugh. Like I mean, do I want him to be president in the perfect world? Is my first pick? No. But if it's him and Joe Biden next to each other, I will pick Trump. If it's him and if it's a young, smart Democrat who has ideas, some that I might disagree with, I'd probably vote for that person.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. No,
Well, we'll find out. We're going to have him on. But, like, the problem with the Democrats is, who the fuck am I voting? Kamala Harris? Like, who? Gavin Newsom? Like, I'm not interested in these people. So, yeah, I don't know. What else? What are you doing, Mick?
Sorry. Nothing. Let me see. What else do we have on this list?
That means he doesn't have anything. What do you have? David's got his
different
list.
list. Hold on.
Yeah, sure you do. David, go ahead.
I guess my first stuff is, this is something from doing Quantum Kirk. So that I've noticed re-listening.
Which I was on.
Which you were on. And thank you very much for taking
You're very
time.
upset that it got bumped for something else.
I was not. See, that's a made up. That's absolutely made up.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
That's made up. Menner's just mad because no one calls his show. That's why he ended Menner's Live, by the way. Because no one called. It's tough to do a call-in show when no one calls.
That's not easy. I also thought, I've said this on my show, I don't like when they take these dumb calls. I just don't find, personally, me, they like it. They're all on drugs and they laugh and they have a good time. I find, to me, it's a tune-out the minute they start taking calls. But that's okay. They have a good time.
Yeah. The biggest difference I've noticed from listening, re-listening to older episodes and now is what's next. You just did it with Mick, right? In the beginning with Steve, I feel like you didn't. Like I've gone back and listened. I don't hear it a lot. Was that a conscious change by you?
Yeah, it's a way to incorporate the producer a little more and kind of the conversation going. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I have ideas, obviously.
Of
things
course.
I know we're going to talk about. But yeah, I'm curious to see what it's also a test. Mick's in a different spot. Mick's feeling like Mick should have no pressure. But like, for these guys, I mean, Cullinane sometimes at the end was like 26 minutes in. He's like, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Let's take
that
calls.
should have been a t-shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's just one thing that I noticed.
Okay.
Who was the crazy right-wing radio guy that took a shit that you guys always made fun of?
Took his shit?
No, like remember in the bathroom and then he said
Kuhner.
Jeff.
Yeah. So we say yeah.
All
I don't know if it's true or not, but that was always the thought.
joke.
Yeah,
All right, I served him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really? He's a very nice guy.
He's a very nice guy. He likes you a lot.
Oh, you mentioned him?
Yeah,
what did he say? Oh, good.
Yeah. And then I want you to guess who he was having lunch with.
This was at your restaurant?
Yeah.
Not Howie. Who was Jeff? Right wing? This is a weekday?
It was a weekday.
What time?
Noon, like 12:30, lunchtime.
Do I know this person personally?
No, you mentioned him a lot whenever you would mention Kuhner.
Oh.
You might know him personally. Actually, I should take that back. You might know him personally.
VB?
No.
Who?
The Real Deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah, so I found that very, very funny. Yeah.
Wow, that's
and
exciting.
then the Real Deal was like, what's he doing now? And I'm like, oh, this was at the height of Surviving Barstool.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I was like, he's doing pretty good.
Are okay.
He's doing pretty good. Yeah.
What kind of tippers were they?
Solid. Not your level.
Better than Jeff D'Lo, though.
Not better than Jeff D'Lo. You guys were the second highest percentage tip I got this year.
Who's the highest?
This table that I got in for the Billy Joel concert.
Yeah.
Because you have to, unlike you stealing tables, you have to wait.
Right.
They tipped me like $250 on $250.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
No.
I was too rattled by Jeff's. Yeah.
You did more than enough. You guys. By the way, Mick's thing of you saying that you're rich, that you shouldn't split the bill is one of the craziest things I've ever
Disagree.
That's
especially a one-on-one.
Look, I paid for the tickets and I paid for lunch that day. Jeff said he's going to pay.
You're rich. You're supposed to.
What do you think, Jeff makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Right.
That's crazy. More, though,
and Jeff said he was going to pay for dinner that night to thank me.
Right.
It's crazy.
So I shouldn't have paid for dinner at all.
This goes back to
he said I paid for lunch there. I set up the whole ticket thing, everything. And
this goes back to Kirk Minahan doesn't split bills. That's what I would think. That's simple.
That's just crazy, man.
But I shouldn't pay at all for that dinner.
I take you as that type of guy.
You almost did. We almost.
What's that?
You almost got it comped.
What did I say?
No. Like my manager was like,
no.
"Should we comp it?" And I was like, "No, I think that'll actually make him mad."
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. Yeah. No.
What else do I have?
You don't have to worry about that, Mick. No one's comping your dinner.
I've got a couple meals paid for me.
By who? The state?
No.
Yeah. Jesus. Go ahead.
Turtle Boy Cullinane. You didn't touch on it yesterday.
Oh yeah, Jesus. So I mean,
I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah. So I always say what I always say about this, which is Turtle Boy was great to me, and I like him.
Okay.
He's in prison right now.
He's in prison.
No, he's in prison for probably another 2 months. Although
I think he'll get out early.
Sure, I guess. I don't know if Karen Reed did it or not. I have no idea. I see both sides. I have no clue. And I don't even really quite understand what the fuck is going on. The Turtle Boy thing.
Me neither.
I don't
I'm
like
lost.
Everything's confusing to me. I like him. I hope in a weird way, I wish he was doing it at like a resort or something, but to get away from everything, like the phone and the store, it's probably a good thing for his brain. I wish he was doing it at like a hotel or
not in prison.
Yeah. And I hope he's going to be okay when he gets out. And I hope he has some perspective and kind of goes back into it as opposed to just diving in 1,000 and like losing your mind. I've been there. Like it's really, really not worth it. So I hope he has some perspective when he gets out. I feel bad. I feel bad for fucking everybody. I don't fucking know what's going on. I reached out to one of the like his site that somebody's running from now and said, just so you know, like let him know. I hope his mental health's okay. I hope he's okay. I hope his kids are good. Just if he can update me, let me know. And like, I hope he's doing all right, but it's a crazy fucking story. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The Karen Reed thing is like, I'm lost. I don't know why he's in jail. Like, I don't know why you can't investigate something. Has he gone too far?
There's
I don't know.
Witness or something. And
so that's the big thing. The one in Medfield where like that video recording,
Right.
and playing that in court thinking that's going to help you.
His lawyer did not do a great job.
That is
It doesn't seem-
insane.
Right.
That's insane.
But I look at it, look, these are a lot of the same cops who were in season 2 of the case. So I'm like, but I also think, did 70 cops get together? And like, I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know.
Something shady happened that night.
But I also think like, if they're doing this, it's a really dumb way of doing it because you're really making him out to be a martyr. Like, that's really stupid. So if they're that stupid, then I hope they get fucked.
But also, like, isn't he kind of dumb for like having a mistress on the side?
I guess,
Like,
yeah.
Yes,
but that being said,
and she's a witness.
But
Like,
if he's also right, then like I don't care about that stuff. But like I
Gotcha.
don't. So I don't know. I hope he gets out, and I hope he like figures that shit out and just continues to look at the case and doesn't get
just
so
does the case.
Yeah, because like there is this thing.
Think he's
and
gonna keep doing it
I've
after
been
going
there.
to jail?
Yes,
he's all in.
I've
dude.
been there where it becomes like this war, and it becomes overly. It's like sometimes you got to step away and say what's right and what's wrong. Like and I hope he's there, and I hope he's okay in there. But yeah,
So,
we'll see.
and then you mentioned it very slyly yesterday. Cullinane was asked to delete the tweet.
That's what he told me, Cullinane.
Okay,
broke
because
that
you guys
news on
didn't
Beyond Average, by the way.
What's that?
He broke that news on Beyond
Sure,
Average.
yeah,
podcast.
everyone heard it there.
it's very
So yeah, I don't know
I
why I'm
apologize, Mick, for
recycling it here. I apologize to everybody.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
So yeah, you guys didn't get into that yesterday.
Yeah,
that
so
is-
I think Turbo was like, hey, can you keep this down until I think that's what Dave said. I got to go back, but something like that. And so Cullinane did it, but Cullinane also was like the courthouse. Not the fuck what the fuck is he doing with his time?
that's my next question.
I have no idea. I don't know what he's doing. What's he doing right now?
Who knows?
What's he doing right
Like,
now?
is he doing real estate videos?
He was nice enough to offer me if I want to come one morning and do the hits in Norwell, I can come up.
Okay.
I said okay. Thanks, Dave.
Don't do that. So I never understand what he does. I don't know. I thought he was doing. Yeah, I thought he was doing real estate.
That's
stuff.
what he said. Like, did he actually, when he left here, does he have a job?
He was in trouble when he asked me during the producer search, how's that side gig working out for you? And he started asking intrusive questions about my side gig. And I said, Dave, I don't think this is for you, my friend.
Yeah, it's very weird. Very weird.
Do you think he regrets not taking the severance package?
It's a good question. Although he's getting unemployment now?
I don't know. Does he
I don't
work?
either.
Like, I don't know how that works.
Does he have a job? Like, what would he say his job is?
That's what I mean.
He tells people he still works here. That like don't
Probably.
really know him.
That's probably true.
Because he
I
can throw up a
guess.
Twitter post that he's sitting in the world. Yeah.
That's true, I guess.
Or has he been able to monetize his TikTok yet? Like, is that?
I can't imagine. Not for any real money. I don't think. I don't know. I hope so. I don't know.
Yeah, I would wonder if he feels like, because the severance package was like 6 months, right? Then those guys.
Yeah. And he's been gone now for like 4 months, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. What else?
Mutt.
What about Mutt?
Mutt, over a year. Speaking of not
He's a
jobs.
loser. He'll be here tomorrow. How about this lineup tomorrow, Mick?
Oh boy.
Mutt and Mayo tomorrow.
Oh.
He has me blocked. You don't
questions
see me
there.
crying.
Who, Mayo?
Mayo.
Oh, why would you be crying about that?
Yeah.
It's a gift.
What's his? I feel like he's.
I feel like fucking Mutt over tomorrow, honestly. So I reached out to him. I was like, you want to come in? He's like, I'll do tomorrow. I was like, good, Mutt's here. Yeah.
So I guess my question with Mutt is like, how do you feel on
It's
him?
like a Steve from Gloucester question. That was like the way Steve would do it. Mutt, Kirk, Mutt. What's he doing?
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It's a bad Steve from Gloucester impression.
I don't know. I don't. But he's another guy. He's like Colin. He'll claim he's doing stuff. But he's not doing. He's doing nothing. Like right now, Mutt is doing. He's watching this. He's doing nothing.
You should have Coleman, and if Gus comes back, Mutt and Dave log what they do.
Yes. But the difference is those guys don't have jobs. Like these guys have jobs, getting paid. These guys
true.
Like what's Mutt doing
right now?
It's 11:30 on Wednesday. He went
watching
to the-
Dan Patrick or something
Yeah,
like that.
right. You went to the
Yes.
gym.
Yeah.
Like now he's taking notes for this much like he makes no money on it.
Why doesn't he do video? Like I don't understand it.
Because wouldn't matter. Nobody's gonna watch it. Not really. That's not gonna make any money. He needs a fucking job. Like it's now at the point where he needs to work. Whether it's
been over a year.
Like
correct?
working at Mahoney's at like a fucking
Best Buy.
Yeah, doing or working at Best Buy or wherever. Yeah.
I could see him doing used cars too. Sounds
I could
like
see him
a guy.
hand out free samples of the food court at Burlington Mall. Honestly, working at like the Chinese restaurant there and just handing them out free samples.
You've talked about before New Hampshire radio and stuff. Like, does he have leads on this stuff? Like,
I don't know.
You talk to him. You've got to know.
He's weird about stuff like that, so I don't even approach it. Like the only time I talk about.
So you guys will talk, and it's like literally nothing about like his.
We'll gossip about the show, and then we'll talk about like radio stuff, like stuff he's hearing, stuff I'm hearing, and then kind of whatever. But not really.
So he pretends that you're not at the biggest media company in the world.
Well, he knows that that's not going to happen. Like that's just doesn't make any sense. So, like I don't know what
it doesn't make any sense because like you said about Rico, Mutt doesn't want to be looked at as like a boob.
I think you're selling Mutt short too. Like I think Mutt. If you take him out of the traditional broadcaster role, he could be.
I agree.
You think if Mutt has his own show at Barstool without me, it would be like a success?
I don't know if I go that far, but
not a show. He's a he could be a
this way,
character.
have you ever seen him? Other than this show, I've never really seen him in a non-traditional broadcasting setting where he's hosting it.
Where's he going to do that?
I feel like there's an angle for him.
You think Mutt would do a non-traditional sports show at Barstool?
I'm not saying it's not the craziest thing, is it?
It's all he cares about now. He doesn't want to do anything else.
But like, there's a difference between doing a sports show at Barstool and EI, like segmented radio versus.
He wouldn't have
podcast.
to do the radio voice, which you yell at him.
They're going
for
to hire
every
him
week.
here and he's going to do a sports show at Barstool? Why would they do that? Like, where's the money for that for them? He has no audience. Like, I'm not being an asshole. Like, it's not.
And the fact he won't
Brandon
move.
and Titus do one. Yeah, he's not going to do. Like, what's he going to do?
Move, yeah.
But you don't think he could go on like Pick Central or any of those shows and contribute?
Not really.
See,
Like,
I think you're wrong.
I think he could do that.
He's not like a Stu Feiner or a Jerry or a Brandon.
Pick Central. Clemmer's on Pick Central.
Okay, but
Ev's on Pick
that's
Central.
not a job though. He's not gonna. That's not a full time job.
Yeah, but he could if he hosts his own show and then.
How many people from the show do you think are going to go to New York and have jobs like that? Like that's not going to happen.
Yeah,
especially now.
He's like 45 years old. Like he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Dave's going to let you hire your friends?
Huh?
I said Dave's just going to hire all your friends?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I don't.
Hey, you're the breeding ground.
Yeah.
Clemmer, Justin.
It's true. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. What else, Dave? Jesus.
So all right, sorry. So speaking of sports, last time Mick was here, you guys had a great debate on the top
I was
5
right about
centers.
that, yeah.
And by the way, very entertaining. Can I get one Kirk Minahan sports take from you?
Sure, if I want it. Yeah.
Bill Belichick, is this his last game Sunday?
No, I told you.
How do you feel about
it?
it?
Kirkman guarantees he's back next year. This is a study in reporters, local reporters.
I'm bringing up Greg Bedard.
Making shit up, whether it's Greg or Curran. These guys throw so much shit against the wall that if something sticks, they'll take credit. And if it doesn't stick, they'll just be like, oh, yeah, it changed.
Did you see that clip yesterday?
The Bedard one?
Yeah.
He's just making it.
It's unbelievable.
With Mayo or he was on with Felger and Mass?
Felger and Mass.
I saw the clip. Yeah, he's just making shit up.
It's unbelievable.
He's a professional liar. Like, he just makes stuff up. And, like, he knows that, like, it doesn't really matter. No one's going to call him out on it. So you just throw it out there. It's not true. I like the idea that people are like, I saw a report yesterday, like Belichick's going into his meeting with Kraft with a game plan. Well, no shit. He's trying to keep his fucking job. What's he supposed to go in there and be like Gus? Be like, oh, like if
Robert Kennedy Jr.
If Kraft said to him, what's your plan for next year? And Belichick's like, but like, he's fucking Bill Belichick. Like, I don't even understand the argument about that. It was like that clip a few months ago that idiot Gresh put out. That video clip of like of Robert talking to Kraft and being like, that video of them after the interception, like Germany, and being like, boy, we're not very good right now.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's like, holy shit. I'm like, well, they're not very good. What's he supposed to fucking say?
And did you see that interception?
Yeah.
It's the fucking worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Like, everyone's like, wow, this means Belichick's gonna get, like, my thing is, I would say to Belichick, if I was Kraft, hey, are you in this for 3 or 4 more years? If you're not, just tell me now. No problem. But if you want to do this, we're going to give you 3 years. This is your job. You want to draft a quarterback? We're doing that. I'm telling you right now, we're drafting a quarterback.
Yeah.
That's other than that, everything's yours. But we're pick the best quarterback.
You pick the quarterback, but we're taking a quarterback.
We're doing it. Other than that, I'm totally hands off. You've earned that. And if Belichick says no, then I give him credit. If he's like, I don't want to draft a quarterback, then Kraft says, okay, you're gone.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. But like this thing where like if you think people are talking, I'll say this, there's clearly camps. Like every time Rapport has a story, it's pro Belichick. So somebody in Belichick's world is talking to him, whether it's his assistants or I don't think it's Belichick necessarily, but any of those people, and then there's somebody else that's anti. So like everyone has moles.
Bador doesn't have moles. No chance anyone that office is talking to him.
No, it's like low level bullshit.
Listen, I think the Boston media, the biggest criticism is the Volan thing. When Volan got duped by, was it one of your listeners?
I think it might have been.
I think it was someone connected to the show.
It might have been, probably.
Like who sent him the email saying, I have a friend inside.
Year, yeah.
So those guys literally are just taking anything.
Of course.
From anyone and running with it.
Look at Borges a couple of years ago. Like, the guy pretending he was Don Yee. He just believed it. People, I had Shaughnessy on the ropes a year and a half ago until he figured it out. Like, I was literally pretending I was somebody in the financial office. Tony Maz. Yeah, Tony Maz is threatening to sue me. Change his phone number. So, like, I mean, and I get it, like, initially because they want it to be true.
Yes.
But then you have to.
Because they hate Belichick, too.
Yeah, and they just want to have a big story, too. Like, they want this to be, but like, I mean.
How come Curran can come out and say, after the Germany game, if they lose, Belichick's gone? And then Tuesday be like, we heard some things. There's no standing by the report. Right. There's no.
And if Belichick loses his job at the end of the year, he will then go back on that and take a victory lap.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't, he'll be like I said, like things change. Like they played hard. And if you see now the media, what they've done the last few weeks,
they're already walking it back.
Because they know the line they're going with now is like, these guys aren't quitting on Bill.
Yeah.
Like they're playing hard for him. Like he should be back. I've seen a couple, somebody in the Globe, they should bring him back.
After they beat Denver on Christmas Eve, that was a big thing.
Yeah, and they'll beat the Jets this week probably. And they'll be
Bill's
like,
not losing the last game to the Jets.
And I will say they've played hard for. I think all year they've played pretty hard. Like I think and I think I'm not gonna get too sporty, but the one thing I do watch is still some of the Patriots. Like this defense next year, they're gonna have those two guys come back. The first round pick. That defense is gonna be really good if they pick a good quarterback.
Watch out.
They can win 8 or 9 games, and then all of a sudden it's like, and then the stories will be, geez, you never give up on Belichick. It turns out, and they're going to do the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I do think the difference, the one good thing about Twitter and social media, as I've said, is it's governed and weeded out how stupid this media, how easy it is to pick apart their bullshit, which I used to do in the old show, is you just pick apart, like I read Bedard, I'm like, oh, he's just making that up.
Yep.
He's just making, like, he's like, and he wants, and I know, several people who know have told me, that he thought he was going to get a job with McDaniels in that organization, Bedard. And he was telling everybody that.
Doing what?
It's like a scout.
He thinks he's like a football coach.
Yeah. And
he's never come out and said what happened at the Review Journal, which is a crazy
Right, he was there for like
story.
20 days.
It's a weird story.
And you have that story about Aaron Hernandez taking a piss. It's just all, he's like, with Hernandez's face. And it's just like, I like Greg. Whenever I see Greg, I've always got along with him. But.
Didn't he stop Hernandez from like beating somebody up?
Yeah, he's like, hey, man, cut the shit out. He's like, Hernandez, he's like, and Bedard's like, what do you do, kill me or whatever? It's like, this is bullshit. They're all full of shit.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I hope Belichick's back. I don't want somebody else coaching the Patriots. You fucking bring in, who, Mayo? Like, he's the
same guy.
Yeah.
Hire a real offensive coordinator, and let's get a quarterback and run it back.
Andy Mayo in tomorrow, not Gerard Mayo. And with Mutt. Mutt would be more excited about Gerard Mayo, but yeah.
I was confused there for a minute.
Mutt and Mayo tomorrow, which I think will be an interesting combination. Everyone hates Mayo. Why Mayo block you?
He was tweeting about the Disney thing. And
the popcorn?
No, just live tweet. He was like literally, and I went, man, this is gonna be 8 days of live tweeting. And then he blocked me. It's like, all right, yeah, I was annoying.
Okay, yeah. Well, he is annoying. He's a terrible person. Are you in tomorrow, Mick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Mick's in tomorrow.
Whenever you need.
Not a boy, Mick. All right, what else, Mick? You want to take some calls?
Sure.
No, we'll take some calls. What else is going on with you, Daver?
No, nothing much. I had one more thing, if you didn't mind. So you're big into like mob movies and stuff like that, and you're going on Jeff Nadeau's podcast, maybe still.
I haven't heard. Yeah, well, I mean, this was a Gus operation. I've not heard.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I'll go on that.
Do you follow mob YouTube at all? Are you interested in that?
There's that one guy who has
there's a lot of them.
There's one that has like 3 or 4 million subscribers.
Francesi or Sammy the Bull?
I think Francesi. I think. Yeah.
So the big one out right now is there's an actual like mob boss who's on YouTube.
Okay.
Joey Merlino.
Okay. He's on YouTube?
He's Kirk. It is the craziest thing you'll ever see. He is still, like, he says he's not. He says he's not, right? But, like, everyone knows he still is. And he has a YouTube show, and he goes at, like, these rats, and he picks football games. It's,
That's
it's
funny.
Kirk, it's unbelievable.
I'm not that into that.
That's why I was asking, yeah.
Is he, like, very, like, is he, like...
It's kind of funny, to be honest with you.
Is he like Steve from Gloucester? Is he like doing like the whole...
Not as much. No, Steve is more than him, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just didn't know if that fascinated you at all. It just fascinates me that these guys 20 years ago were like killing people in jail, like the biggest in,
Now they're just out on social media. I guess it was inevitable.
Like Sammy the Bull has 19 bodies, and he's just like a millionaire on social media.
I guess that was in that. I guess in the way the world is now.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Can you do this, Mick, or no?
Hey, they're loaded up.
Yeah.
We're good.
What's that?
They're loaded up.
Did you tweet it out?
I
asked
no.
it.
Sorry.
Please tweet it out, man.
Sorry.
It'll load it up. Tweet it out, please. So cocky. Just threw Gus under the bus.
Ready to be the B producer, man.
Oof.
Him and his buddy Coleman. He's ready.
Do you even want that job, Mick, or not?
Absolutely. I'll work
I
for
know,
free.
Mick,
I told
know.
you this. We're
Don't
going
say-
to do
stop
this.
saying that.
Stop saying that, dude. When you do that, it makes it worse, Mick.
Daver,
We know that you will, but I'm
Let
saying
me get the tweet out. All right, hold on.
we know you'll work for free.
Is it going to be a real storm on Sunday night? I don't need that.
Saying 6 to 8 inches, which is a real storm nowadays.
I guess, yeah.
Montante called me very happy with his bet right now with my dad.
Hey, what was the bet?
I think under a foot.
No, I don't think he's still. It's only January.
But he's like
he went under.
He went under. He's
Your
like,
dad
tell
went
your
over.
dad he can cash out right now. I'm like, my dad's not gonna.
What was the bet?
I think like $50.
Who do you have in the? Is it Michigan 4.5?
If I would take the Huskies. I'm with
So would I.
Portnoy.
So would I.
I'm with Portnoy. Portnoy said he would take.
You said it's an even. You said I'm picking Washington to win the game.
I did the other night.
Keep in mind, maybe Coleman's worst take is that the Patriots should take the Michigan quarterback in the first round.
That's unbelievable.
That is like
that's
because he's a winner. like you think if the kid play at BC, he'd be a winner. Like I love that. He's a winner.
He's a winner.
Do you prefer to tag you in these tweets?
I don't. No, not really. I think I don't really need the show account to tag me.
The tweet is up.
The tweet is up. Jerry's back at it. It's my boy.
I was hoping we'd get a notification that he made it after your pep
That'd be
talk.
nice. All right, they'll load up, you say?
Yes.
All right, let's go. 814-277-5475. Hello.
Hello? 617? Hold on. Let me get someone else up.
Uh-oh. Hello.
Just give me 1 sec, sorry.
Do you root for this not to work or no?
A little bit, but I don't because I like him and like he's trying so hard.
Yeah. He's doing really well. He's not work a phone line. Oh, man.
Just give me 1 second.
It's
I'm sorry.
amazing he didn't solve the Vegas shooting. It's mystifying. I can't believe he didn't do it. Yeah. What's the issue, Mick?
It's not connecting to our sound for some reason. 978? Fuck. Sorry, just give me 1 second.
Keep saying that, Mick. I'm giving you plenty of seconds. I'm going to go urinate. You two figure it out.
I got it.
Help me figure it out.
I restart it. I got it.
Oh, man. Come on, Mick. You can do this, dude. I'm going to give you the Kirk Jersey Jerry speech. You want me to call Montante? Have him walk you through it?
Please do.
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is people watching on YouTube right now. This is fun.
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show or meeting number and press pound.
You guys are getting the full experience.
Yeah, this is entertaining. See, if I'm Gus today, I cut this clip and release it. I don't know. That's me.
Certainly should.
Yeah, it's me, Gus. That's what I would do.
You did not enter a number.
Oh.
Goodbye.
Jesus Christ.
Just said if I was Gus, I'd cut this clip and retweet it.
How are we doing, Mick?
Coming right now.
It's working.
Getting it up right now.
Getting what up?
The call. I had to reset everything. I'm sorry.
Okay. Men's closets were due for a radical reinvention, and Rhone, R-H-O-N-E, stepped up to the challenge. Their commuter collection is the most comfortable, breathable, and flexible set of products known to man, and here's why. They get you ready for any occasion. The dress shirts, quarter zip polo, you can wear it to work, you can wear it golfing. We're in a world now where it's just total flexibility and mobility. The days of wearing a suit in the office, pretty much, I'm so old school, but comfort, I think, is what's best, and looking good and comfortable. The commuter collection gets you through any workday and straight into whatever is next. RHONE.com/Kirk, K-I-R-K. Use my name for 20% off your entire order. 20% off your entire order for good, comfortable clothing, whether you're golfing, on vacation, at an event. Go to Rhone.com/Kirk, RHONE.com/KIRK. Use my name, Kirk. It's time to find your corner office comfort.
774.
Hey, what's going on, Kirk? How are you?
He should have. If I was that guy, I wouldn't have spoke.
I think that's what would have happened there in the beginning, but
yeah, probably Mick. Every single one of them. Yeah. What's up?
So just have a couple thoughts on everything that occurred yesterday. Completely agree that they deserve to be suspended. The only thing that I keep coming back to is this is Coleman's first real fuck up. All Gus has done since he's been there is lie and fuck around. And I mean, I'm a Mick guy. My group chat is a big Mick guy, so it's a big day for us. Hoping he's doing well. But
vomit.
we got to get Gus out of there. I think Mick is a great replacement, but I just don't really agree that they deserve the same punishment. They both deserve to be suspended. But
Coleman Gus is suspended for next week as well. I get. So thank you. So what you say, buddy, I'm more inclined to agree with, which is just Gus has lost me. He's lost the room. I don't trust him anymore, and that's as a producer, that's a hard thing to get back. I'd say it's impossible. Like I said, if he's got a pitch, let me know. He wants to come in and give it, wants to come in and give it tomorrow. If he's got a good one, do it. If he wants to do it next Tuesday, do it. What I'm saying is I need, if he doesn't come up with that, I think we're sort of going to probably shake hands and call it a day. Well, I've never touched them, but
who's going to initiate that?
That's got to be
You think it's my job to initiate that?
No, but I don't see him coming up to you and saying, I'm quitting.
Well, no, I'm saying he's going to come up with a pitch to save his job.
We just gave him an in, Mick. If he doesn't come up with something, then he doesn't want the job.
Basically say he doesn't want the job. Yeah. That's his way of quitting.
Yeah.
I would say.
I would say not watching a full 2-minute clip.
We got you, Mick. We know where you're standing. Mick, we know where you're standing.
Was that Mick's cousin? Was that a Mick family member?
Nobody's an actual Mick fan.
My group chat is a big Mick fan. That's
Mick is giving away fucking
Yetis, right?
I got a couple for you.
Mick giving away tape, Scotch tape.
I got shirt for you, Yeti, whatever you want.
I don't want any.
Whatever
of that.
you want.
I don't want
head cover.
There's a guy who's just here to promote his own show. He doesn't care about this show. He cares about Beyond Average.
Me?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
If he got this job, he'd keep doing Beyond Average.
Absolutely, yeah.
Don't you think he would? Don't you think he'd want to?
No, he would stop doing Beyond Average before.
I'd ask Coleman first, but
is he even doing Beyond Average now?
He did one with Dave a couple weeks ago, last week.
Have you been on that ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never have.
And you'll go on stuff.
I got too much respect for you to ask.
Thank you, Mick. I don't want to do
I wouldn't do that.
Hello. How about Steve in the car during the bad? That's bad.
That was
big time.
I mean, Mutt's big time. Did Cullinane big time me?
Mutt's got some answering to do tomorrow because that's not his attitude toward the network is I think actually bad for him.
And me and Mutt, we get along. Come on, Quantum Kirk. Took a picture with him.
Along?
We took a picture in Portland.
Plymouth.
I
didn't realize that. Okay.
Mutt doesn't seem to hate the network. He hates just Menners.
Yeah, which I agree with.
I can understand that. Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. I was wondering, does it bother you the way Tommy Curran talks about football and the Patriots in general? Because to me, he sounds like he thinks he's like a doctor.
Yeah. It used to be the old thing on EEI was like Joey's Armand, these other guys would be like, why don't you and Jerry, why don't you guys have Carden in for an hour? And I was like, because it's boring. He lectures. I don't want to, you can't debate with him. You can't disagree. It's like, let's sit at the altar is Tommy Carden. And like, I don't want to participate in that. I find it boring. I find all those guys boring.
He dropped.
Okay. I find them all boring. So, like, even the national ones I find boring. I don't think any of them are interesting. So, some guy was smelling somebody's asshole yesterday on ESPN or so. What was it? What the hell was it?
I don't know.
I feel like
Big Brady debate on my drive in this morning.
With who?
On the is it Hardy? Fred wasn't in, so it was Hardy and who's Wallach?
Yeah.
And there was the third guy. I couldn't recognize who it was. Excuse me. And will Brady be an announcer next year? Was the debate?
Oh, I say no, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah,
$30 million. Who knows? He doesn't need it though. Who knows? Hello. Who cares?
Yo, what's up? Just a question. Who would win in a fist fight between Mick, Mutt, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine's Detective Boyle?
Mutt's a scrapper, I think. Mutt would beat up Mick for sure.
Just really quick, and then you deal with the other guy.
Which character was it from Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
The goofy guy, not the Andy Samberg, the sidekick, right?
Not Andre
he
Braugher. He's dead.
resembles Mick.
Mutt would kick my ass for sure.
Yeah, he's older too.
Yeah,
like,
he's got the dad strength.
Yeah,
Goes to the gym a lot.
He's got a different kind of strength too. Yeah,
But he's also
Yeah.
like compact too. Like he's,
yeah. I think you. Yeah,
you know, I'm not much of a fighter, so yeah, I
I don't know if he is either though. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer. Good question though. Thank you. To load up, Mick, I presume.
I had that street fight in my brain though. That was very funny.
Jeff Dealer just texted me. Said he's devastated we weren't the biggest tippers of the year. That's just the truth. What can you do?
Number 2 is a good spot to be.
Give Jeff a tip more.
Fantastic tip by both of you guys.
Split the bill. That was a mistake.
yeah, you're telling me.
Hello.
Turkey, I can't believe that a junkie and John Rich would have been the best producer out of all of these guys.
I don't
know about that.
I don't think John Rich would have been great on the show. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I mean, Coleman was more worried about swallowing swords and making balls disappear in his mouth with his brother down in fucking Harry Potter land.
That's
and
true.
Gus is the type of guy you take to the fucking zoo because you know why.
Yeah.
Retards like the zoo.
Right.
And Mick fucking lied the whole time coming into it. Mick's a bigger liar than Gus. Gus has just had a brain bleed.
Right.
And he fucking chews 500 milligram fucking weed.
There was something to that. I mean, Mick was lying earlier today. Like that's a. I gotta keep my eye on Mick. Like that's a concern for sure. That's a concern. What do you think about that, Mick?
See, I didn't answer that. I didn't.
What's your take on
I didn't
that?
take the bait on that one. I don't think you have to worry about me lying to you ever.
Okay, that's a lie, but yeah. Mhm. Thank you, Dan.
Surprised you didn't ask about Turtle Boy.
Hmm?
Surprised he didn't ask about Turtle Boy.
Oh, I was sure I talked about it, so maybe he was satisfied. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. Joey Slotnick. How's it going?
Good, thank you.
Just need some help clarifying something, the Barstool breakdown. So, Chicago is sports and New York is comedy?
Well, technically, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, just curious in why it's Clemmer in New York.
Oh, this guy.
Woo! Good stuff.
Set you up.
There you go.
Set you up.
It's a fair question. I don't know. Hello.
Kirk, given today's news,
Colleen took a shot at Tim yesterday. Did you notice that?
Oh,
did you notice that, Tim, or no?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah, but one, I thought it was funny, and it was a brief lapse of intelligence by Dave.
Sure.
And two, he was right. I was getting douche chills. Like, why does my name keep coming up? And then a clip of me about my tante's mom.
What is your what is your take on the whole thing? I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm a 1 minute fan.
Well, you know, I hate to be like everybody else that parrots you, but I can be convinced either way, and I break it down this way.
Go ahead.
I break it down to what the salary is. So whatever salary Coleman gets, that percentage of blame is on him, and same with Gus.
Okay, that's I guess that's reasonable. Do you get my point though? Like, I just can't trust Gus going forward though. Like
when you outline that today, I get what you're saying, because, like you said, it's not about the best of. It's
right.
Go forward. What happens in a critical situation? So I get where you're coming from. I have a black lab. I equate it to this. He's not allowed on the couch.
Right.
And every night we put up something to block him from the couch. But half the time, my wife forgets to do it. So he goes on the couch. Do I get mad at my dog? Yep. Still love him. Kiss him on the mouth.
Sure. Well, yeah.
But I'm angry with my wife. But I still want to have sex with her. And it might be the same with Coleman. Maybe.
Oh, that's definitely true. Yeah, you kiss him on the mouth. That's true. That's true. What you call for a different reason? I suspect.
Well, do you if you're open to candidates?
Oh yeah, definitely. God, listen to the show.
I will be an even age this year, so I get that in my favor.
How old is that?
Your current age plus 6.
Okay.
Well, your current age A plus 6.
I understand.
I'm not going to have any more kids. I got the snip.
Good.
And let's face it, they're grown, so I don't really care about them anymore.
Sure. Yeah, I get that.
And I would never, ever be able to last to put together a 15-hour show, let's face it. I mean, it would be no longer than the time I spent in Justin's car. What was that, 2 hours, 12 minutes?
If that, yeah.
Drive me home.
Okay.
I had leg cramp from what I remember, Tim.
Right.
And you don't have to pay me. I mean, just about on Social Security, so.
That's true. That's true. All right, well, think about it, Tim. Thanks for the call. We'll definitely consider it.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
All-time episode, him and Steve from Providence.
No, that's right. Jeez, I forgot about that. Forgot about Steve from Providence. God. Hello.
781.
781.
Turkey.
What's up, pal?
First time, long time.
Mhm.
Got a quick question for you.
Okay.
Did you watch the best of? Or did you listen to the best of?
I definitely didn't watch it. Like I always say, I hate my voice, so I skipped through some of it, and it was just what I heard. I was like, oh my god.
I'm talking about the BO box office.
No, but
boys
same
best
thing.
of.
But the same thing though. It's me. So no,
You didn't listen to it? How do you call yourself a wanted BO boy then?
because it's me. I listened to the episode they put up the same day, or yesterday. I listened to that whole episode.
So you don't even listen to the ones you're on either.
No, I don't listen to anything I'm ever on. That's why I hate. I'm happy to go on the shows if they want me to go on, whether it's a BO Boys or the Springsteen stuff or stuff on the network. But then I'm upset because it's a show I like. I'm like, well, I can't listen to the Springsteen one this week because I'm on it. So, and even if I listen to it, I know it's on it because I fucking was on it.
That's true. That's true. Well, I have a piece of advice. Have Coleman listen to that because it's unbelievable.
They did a great job.
That's
Yeah.
what they should use.
yeah.
They should use.
Sorry, I thought you were.
Yeah, that's fine. Everyone said they did a very funny job. Those guys are great. I love those guys.
It's like when you're on Quantum Kirk, it's tough to listen to that one,
I didn't listen to it. I listened to Quantum Kirk. When's the next one on?
Recording today with big news.
Chris Clemmer.
Chris Clemmer.
Ooh, wow, what's the episode?
His fight with the Lamley. We're going to talk him going off Twitter.
Oh, God. Jeez. Couldn't get Carano, though, huh? Did you try or no?
No, I mean, I think he said no to you. Why would he say yes to us?
That's true. That's true. He's the one guy who's never come. I'll give him that. He's never
come back.
No. He did not.
So recording today with Chris.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
What time's that?
I think around 4:30.
Clemmer should probably be doing his job at that point, but whatever. It's fine. Feels like you can just jet out of 4:30. I'll send a text to Portnoy. Hello.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Yeah, I think you're going too hard on Coleman. Simply put.
Too hard on Coleman.
Interesting.
But most people are saying the opposite. Go ahead.
Well, like everyone said this a million fucking times, but Gus was hired to basically be a Minahan like liaison to the Minutemen.
Right. I mean, I never said
And
that, but yeah.
There's been, well, it was implied by you, but
I think you said you hired him to be an idiot.
He's been working for the show for 3 months. Like, how is he expected to pick up on the entirety of the Minahan universe in 3 months? How is that?
No, but hold on. But hold on. I'm more on Coleman's side than Gus's side. But like when Coleman says he thought all the best subs were 15 hours, and he didn't go and check the lengths of them. That doesn't have anything to do with knowing that if you're a Minute fan or not a Minute fan. That's just not doing your job.
Yeah, but Coleman really wanted to have a butterbeer with his boyfriend in fucking Universal.
Wow, we walked into that, huh?
He's gay. We get it. We understand. He prefers men sexually. Hello.
I had one quick question on that, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
That's okay.
No, ask the question.
Do you look at Coleman where would you rather him not?
Every question Mick asks about him.
Yeah, it's gonna get back to Mick.
Coleman.
It's some way about him though. Like you're so transparent. Go ahead.
Would you rather have Coleman make that mistake and know that it's not okay and learn from it, or that's the type of person you're dealing with and that's their attitude about it? Like, do you feel different about him now as after making
That's
that
like
mistake?
4 different questions. What are you saying?
Do you feel different about Coleman after he did that?
You asked that earlier.
Did what?
The what's it called? Sorry, I'm blanking right now. I'm blanking.
You just asked the question.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm reading something. Sorry.
You're reading something?
I was reading something that just popped up. Sorry.
What are you reading?
About Brian Albert. Just popped up on my computer. Sorry.
Who's that?
I don't know. I was reading it while talking.
That's the turtle boy, the Albert.
The fuck are you talking about? What was your question? Coleman about what?
I was asking you, do you view Coleman differently?
After what?
After he did not listen to the best of thing and know that is not okay. Like, do you view him as a producer and as a professional differently?
Mick, he's currently suspended.
Yeah.
So what do you think the answer is?
Probably, yeah. Stupid question. Sorry.
No,
I still don't even understand the question.
I feel better about him than I did before best of. What kind of question is that?
Stupid question, sir.
I don't even understand what are you talking about?
Stupid question.
You're such a fucking dummy. You're moron.
Yep.
Are you like choking? What's going on with you? What are you doing?
I don't have a
Did
ton
you get
of
inside
topics.
information on Brian Albert right now? Hold
What are
on.
you
Can we go
doing?
back to that? Is someone sending you DMs on like the Turtle Boy case?
I have 2 different DMs up right now that are giving me Patriots news. Coaches getting fired. I got Brian. Sorry, I got a lot.
Just take the calls. Jesus fucking Christ, you idiot. Brain dead.
978.
We often have him around all the time. Huh?
Well, I find. Do I think? Do I feel differently about Coleman than I did before Best of? Like what? What kind of question is that? It's
awful. Sorry.
Then why'd you ask it?
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Okay. Hello. Yeah, go ahead, caller. I'm sorry, buddy. What's up?
I have a stupid question too.
That's fine.
I have a daughter who's almost 1. She's babbling. She tries to talk a lot. She's saying Oofy and Oofy Maloofy, and she heard that from me, and I heard that from you.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea the origins on that?
Oofy Maloofy is a.
Just like something stupid that you say.
Oofy Maloofy is like the other day there was a picture going around on Twitter of Selma Hayek. Did you see this? Where she was, and that's I was like Oofy Maloofy.
Yeah.
She's an Oofy Maloofy. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's and that's a very, very.
Now that's a MILF.
That's a very fine. There are like 8 Oofy Maloofys out there. She is on the list. I wouldn't even be able to give you the whole list, but she's.
Grown Ups was on last night. And I gotta stop.
She's like not a human being. Yeah, she's a Halle Berry. I saw there was a. She's on that list. There's a very, very small list. I would say. Yeah, yeah. That guy, the 40-year-old guy, thinks Mick is on that list. Who Mick's trying to.
You want an update on that?
Yes, Mick.
Who thinks Mick's 19, by the way?
Yeah. Thinks he's a legal guy to have sex with.
I think I'm becoming friends with this guy. I
gonna
really am.
out him as a gay guy. This is gonna be so bad.
Like I talked to him.
Now he thinks he's 24.
He's a good guy. Like, that's why I kind of feel bad setting him up.
They're gonna have beers next week.
How old do you think you are?
16.
Okay, that's
but
problematic.
we can go lower because first he's thought I was 18. Now he knows that I'm 16. He knows.
Would you be willing to have sex with this guy? Because you would go to jail then for sure.
No,
top or bottom
Nick is legal.
Top or yeah, that's
no, but he thought it's the whole thing. I think it's even worse if you go all the way in. I think. Well,
is that like the South Park bit?
Well, what do you care? What do we care? Let him fuck the guy.
Like, if I was doing the fucking maybe, but I don't know if I.
Would you give him a hand job?
Yeah.
Okay, good. No,
that doesn't make me like.
No,
who
that
cares
doesn't
anyway.
make you.
That's good. That's a good thing. Usual protection.
Yeah, but like I'm not trying to pull like a. Like I would just do it for the job because I want the job.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
And you do it for free, right? Because you work for free.
Yeah, but as long as I have the job.
Right. Yeah, you have a free job. You can
exactly.
That
works.
Yes.
Yeah. Sign me up.
That's perfect. You talk to the guy?
Yeah.
About what? Do you think he's a bitter?
Anything.
I don't know.
I have
Kirk.
messages.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know. Yeah,
I have a Tinder profile. Jess actually saw it and she was like, "Why do you have Tinder on your phone?"
Yeah.
And that was a fun explanation.
Have you reached
Why have you had
the
it for 3 years?
phone call? Have you started like phone calls with him yet?
No,
Or is
we
this
just
all
we
online.
just text and Tinder.
Okay.
Or we started through Tinder. Now it's text.
Would you change a voice call on the phone?
I don't talk to him on the phone.
I'm saying if he was like, I want to talk to you, and you had to talk to him to kind of get it going.
A couple octaves higher, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you have a kind of a.
Wait, I got my glasses here too.
He's got a young face.
You don't think that could 15, 16? Throw the
Oh,
polo
that's
on?
all right. So that's my next one. You've sent him pictures?
No, nothing yet.
No, we
I don't know how far along this is.
Yeah,
Kirk.
I think he just likes the guy.
I can get him in here if you want.
What good would that do, Mick?
I don't know.
Third chair.
Get him in here.
Well, me and Coleman were talking about too. Like, what if he changes? What if he's not like a complete predator? What if he just is? Oh, you were 15. He started out thinking that I was 18. Now he's just bonding. Like I kind of feel bad.
Well, you've got to get him to a point, Mick, where he says he wants to do
wants to have
something.
sex
Well,
with
that's
a
already
15-year-old.
happened. No, well, yeah, not specifically. He thinks I'm 50, or he thinks I'm 16.
Right. That's.
And he's
great.
talked about, flexing me out. So
Andy Mayo doesn't like this. He's in the wrong. He's offended by it.
Yeah,
legs behind the head.
No, he's worried about your legal capabilities.
Yeah.
Kirk. Yeah. Yeah.
He's a supporter of pedophilia, is what that is.
That is true. Hello. Stupid question that was, Mick.
Oh, that was rough.
Idiot. Couple more. Hello.
Turkey, baby. Hello.
What's up?
Guess what I'm eating, Kirk?
What's that?
Munchos, baby.
Oh,
Got you an extra bag.
I used to love. I don't eat them anymore, but boy, I used to like Munchos back in the day. Boy, oh boy.
I'll bring it by the studio for you, baby.
No, that's not necessary, pal. I appreciate it though. Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
I'm shocked you don't get more people just showing up here.
We get plenty. Hello. We might get some. Maybe we'll get some security here at some point. Hello.
Yo, what's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy Deuce Tatum.
What's up, Deuce?
How y'all doing over there?
We're fine.
Oh my God.
I just want to call and update you boys on my story since the news broke on this show first when I began my pimping.
Oh, I don't remember that, but okay. Oh, I do. That was who was the caller? It was
Yeah, you
it was Coach Udoka, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, That's right. You know it, Kirk. I got squirted with that squirt juice. You know that squirt juice. You got experience with that Trini juice. It gets on you and it just fucks your life up.
Hold on, 1 second. Go to your normal voice. Hello?
I didn't drop.
Hello.
What's going on?
How old are you?
How's it going?
How's it going? How old are you?
I'm 39.
30. Did you?
I'm 4 or 5 years.
I like, see, that I like. What was the game plan with this call?
Just try to get you to laugh a little bit. Fuck around.
What was that, Deuce? I didn't hear you.
Why are you so miserable today, Kirk? What's the matter? Usually you like this shit.
What'd you say, Deuce? I couldn't hear you, Deuce. What was that?
Deuce said I just
See you later, Deuce. See you later. Yeah, no problem. It wasn't funny. Like there was no the idea is funny, but like
great network show behind the bit.
That's a good
That would be a good one.
but like when you do the it's not being miserable. When you do I'm Deuce Tim and I'm gonna it's got to be planned out. Like the guy calling his Adoka was very funny because he had a bunch of jokes. But
that kind of sounded like Blind Mike's daddy.
Oh, was it? I don't know.
I thought you knew who it was. That's why.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know it was. Did you think it was funny though, other than the idea?
No, the idea is very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the execution.
Not so much. Hello. One or two more, Mick.
732.
732.
Hey, Kirk.
Hello.
I think this is a masterclass by Coleman.
Okay.
I think what's happening here is if we're doing a blame pie, I'd probably do it 75 Gus, 25 Coleman, in the fact that, like Big Cat says, in the corporate world, you have 6 hours of hard work and then 34 hours of pretending to be busy.
That's true.
Gus has been pretending to be busy.
That's true.
This is he's worked on the best of for the past month and change, whatever.
Cutting clips.
So what I think, though, is Coleman just really doesn't want to work with Gus, right? I think he's probably telling his boys on the side, hey, can you believe I have to work with this idiot, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Can't work with him at all.
That's fair.
So he takes a step back. Lets Gus handle it, sees it's a disaster, doesn't do anything about it. Then, when you have the episode yesterday, he's going, oh, it's on me. I should have been more in charge, but then also subtly, tossing Gus under the bus here and there. And then the outcomes for Coleman are, like you said, it sounds like either Gus isn't going to be back, which for him would be great because either he's getting a more competent producer in there or, maybe there's a pay bump. He's going to do everything.
We'll have we're going to have a
Gus
second
is just
producer.
still that fall guy.
Yeah, Coleman's a drip. We'll have a second producer for sure, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, second, more competent producer, someone that Coleman.
Yeah, would Coleman rather have, say, Mick as his... What do you think, Mick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I wouldn't have said
it's a good
that.
theory caller, yeah.
I wouldn't have said that before this though.
I think that's
Coleman,
a big theory for him to taught.
Well,
I don't think he did.
yeah.
But I do think the beginning of that, yes, that he talks to his boy. I can't believe I have to work with this guy. I think that, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just screwed him over.
Yeah, they would never be. Also, they just would never be friends.
Yes.
I don't think either one of them would be friends with the other guy.
Yeah.
They're just not whereas, Coleman, if Mick gets a job at Coleman and Mick become friends?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a knock.
I don't think we have a lot in common.
No?
I like him. He's
Yeah.
cool, but I don't think we're not like best friends. No.
Who said
He's
that?
kind of like a BC kid, I don't.
Yeah, you're kind of the guy in the streets. Yeah,
hard nosed
you're
kid.
right,
Yes,
yeah, sure.
Yeah, hard nosed kid from the
Fucking
Cape.
Cape rat.
Yep.
Who works half the year.
Cape rat. Is
No,
very
no,
funny.
that's not true.
I heard you say the other day your job's seasonal.
Yes, one of them is
What are you doing now?
producing the Kirk Minhan Show.
That's what I'm saying. What's your job now other than...
Edit audio for this company in New York.
That's not a full-time job, though.
No, it's not. But some weeks I'm doing actually a lot more than full time.
How many hours a week do you think he's working?
Average, I would
6?
say
15. 15.
No, clocked in on the system 25.
That's bullshit. Hello.
Yeah, that's probably bullshit.
Kirk, this is the greatest wrestler of all time. Loophole.
Wow. We've heard you in a while,
time.
Loophole. If it is you, who the hell even knows?
Finally. Yep. Oh, yeah, I'm returning. Yep.
Thank God.
I got to know your excitement levels on this Royal Rumble trip. I got one concern, but I'll let you talk first. Go ahead.
Feels like it's probably not going to happen, but Harry was excited to see 86-year-old Dwayne Johnson return the other night. to
Couldn't
WWE.
breathe.
Couldn't breathe. He's like 600 pounds now. He looked old for the first time. I was like, oh, The Rock's old. He was blown up, as they
Threw
say.
3 punches, hit a people's elbow, and was out of
And
breath.
looked slow, too. He looked labored. Like he was. Is he older?
He's like 50-something.
Is he older now than Hogan was when he wrestled The Rock?
Great question.
They're
That was what
No,
year?
I think Hogan was probably 3 or 4 years older. That was WrestleMania 20, I think.
You know what year that was?
No, 20.
That was
off the top of my head. No, I wish we had
2002.
Carabas in here.
He was 3 years younger than The Rock is now.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
And never
I
stopped
mean,
really
there's-
wrestling.
True. Yeah.
Poor Cody Rhodes. He'll never finish the story. The poor guy. I mean, that's obviously going to be the WrestleMania main event. But
Yeah, I think I said that here. Like, if you're WWE, like, I think you probably want The Rock wrestling Roman Reigns at WrestleMania for your main. Like, I don't care how out of shape the Rock will be in shape.
He'll get you 10 minutes.
Yeah, he'll be in shape, and there'll be a massive storyline. Cody Rhodes is fine, but he has a neck tattoo, so I'm not interested. Thank you, Loophole. 1 or 2 more, Mick.
570.
Hey, Kirk.
What do you think Kevin thinks of this whole situation with Gus? I always wonder about what Kevin thinks as a show listener. I would never
Yes.
ask him, but I'm curious what he would think.
Same.
Like, is he like? Yeah, I'd be very curious. I don't know. What do
His
you think?
calls usually aren't directed at Gus, right?
That's true, but I don't know what that means. I have no idea what it means with him.
I feel like he just doesn't. Yeah, I don't know.
It was interesting to see the duck soup guy there or whatever had the early. I saw you guys had them too. The early where he was trying to like bits almost, Kevin.
Yeah.
Where he was like DeSantis one time.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
It's crazy him flushing everything out.
It was
yeah.
funny. That I listened to.
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Kirk.
Hey, pal.
Yeah, just a theory on the whole Gus thing.
Mhm.
You could kind of explain some of it.
I'll do my best.
Now, in your whole history, you had a blind spot when it came to producers that had substance abuse problems. And
That's
the whole
true.
Chris Curtis thing.
That's true.
Kirk, I mean, I know that he smokes weed.
Mm-hmm.
Have you listened to the things he said over the course of his time? He has like 4 or 5 different ways he delivers THC to. I think he's an absolute drug addict. I think he was high yesterday. I mean, I've thought
that too. I have thought that too, buddy. I've thought the same thing, and but like I'll admit my sympathy for that is limited at this point in my life. I'm not here to help Andrew Gus. He's not going to stop doing that. I think he's very like that particular addiction to me is like a lazy addiction. It's not like I think he just likes doing that, having like a big sandwich and playing video games and power washing. I just think he likes doing that.
Power.
You know?
Did you see the Cullinane video of him, the doodle?
Yeah, I did. So I'm like, I don't know how to stop that. And I don't think he wants to stop that. So I don't know. We'll find out.
When he asked what you would change yesterday, I thought he would say something like, "Hey, I'll stop smoking." Like, you know
What
what I
did
mean?
he say?
No, I thought he would. Like, if I were him,
Yeah.
like as a pitch, I would have said,
look, people do it. So I'm
people
not here-
100%
Right.
same. Like, I know potheads who are like wicked good at work. Like, they're great. Maybe
Right.
for him, it's not so great because he's up late at night. I mean, I don't know, whatever. But I'm just saying, knowing you as his boss, correct?
Right.
That not a fan of it, that'd be in my pitch.
You don't
personally.
think there's a chance a month or 2 months has gone by and he just realizes it's not for him?
There you go, man.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I mean, you guys are reading into like all this. I don't know.
Everything you say is like anti-him, though. Everything.
How can it not be today?
Well, I know, but like you,
But, like, it's coming back to you.
But you stand the benefit potentially from him
Yes.
losing his job.
Yes.
Sure, potentially, but you ultimately decide that.
I
not
know
me.
that, but do you understand my point though?
I do. I get your point, but
What's my point?
Your point is I'm trying. You think I'm trying to make myself look good at the Gus's downfall?
Yes.
Yes, that's what you're trying to do, right?
Right, and
that's exactly right.
But I am smart enough to realize that you would never.
Oh, thank you, man.
You would
Thank
never.
you.
Yeah, you wouldn't go off what I think.
Okay, thank you.
I know how it goes.
Wow, just
fucking-
a pawn in his game.
You're playing chess. He's playing. No,
No,
I
not-
fucked that
not
up.
quite there.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
Hello.
970.
Clancy texts me. Does Pat know you said on your show today that someone on the couch? The fuck do I know? What the hell is he talking about? Hello.
Hey, Kirk, this is from a couple of weeks ago, but you had retweeted it. It was the GoFundMe for one of Keith Yandel's family members.
Oh yes, yeah,
Did you see that?
yes.
And Whitney was catching some heat in his comment section. And I'm just curious what your opinion is, and you think there's merit to the criticisms of Whitney and athletes like that reaching out to the general public for contributions when their wealth could have easily covered that bill.
I think anybody who thinks that is an asshole. Honestly, like it's not Ryan Whitney's job. Like Ryan Whitney has 400,000, 500,000. That's plenty. Like I mean, I don't even. That boggles my mind. It's maybe you think that. Am I wrong?
Sorry.
Oh, like I don't.
That's like people saying like Dave shouldn't lay people off because he bet $1 million in Michigan. No, that's his fucking
like,
money. Yeah.
There's also like Ryan Whitney's made a lot of money in his life, makes a lot of money now, but he doesn't have like. We're not talking about like Elon Musk money. Like he has. What's he supposed to?
He's got 2, maybe 3 kids paid
And also
through college.
this, I believe in personal. Like if you see that retweet and you're like, oh, that's a very sad story. I choose not to donate. Don't donate.
Yeah,
no one's guilting you. I retweet that stuff once in a while.
Agreed.
Sometimes I donate. Sometimes I don't. But like, trust me, I'm not telling you should do it. I'm saying here's a look at it. If you feel like you want to throw $50 or $1,000 or 50 cents at it, go for it. If you don't. Like, there's a million charities out there.
And Whitney's tweet wasn't like donate now. You have to. It was like if you can, you have the means. Please.
Yeah, that's dumb. I hate shit like that. David does that with his charity. He tries to guilt everybody.
Oh, stop.
Isn't that true, Mick?
That's right. I forgot about that.
Fucking that scam charity.
Oh,
Jesus
boy.
God, is
Oh,
that a
boy.
Oh God, under this, Dave makes a shit.
I'm collected on the side.
Visuals Dave told me he making a killing on that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Hello.
Hey, Kirk. I'd like to stick another fork in Gus if I could.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Perk up for this one.
All right. So, starting with the fact that when Justin was asking him direct questions yesterday that could easily exonerate him, he just kept obfuscating the truth and kept deflecting.
I just don't know if that's. I thought the same thing too. I'll give you plenty of time. I don't know if that's just his way, though. Also, like, is he just a nervous? The laughing thing, I'm almost like ready to say that that's just his like reflect.
Me
like,
too,
I'm okay
because
with that.
that's kind of crazy how many times he laughs.
There are people like that, so I get that.
Yeah.
But I just wonder if there's just a wire in his brain that just can't. Because I mean, the easiest thing to do is just explain it. And he can't. And he knows by doing that it's going to be worse. So I don't think he's doing
not
it on
even the
purpose.
explain. I think what he's saying is the dates on the clips, and Gus couldn't get the dates on the clips.
He's
lying.
just lying.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You know, I get your point, caller. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Right. Oh, and so the other part is he has zero initiative at all. He doesn't do anything without you explicitly telling him to. For example, crawling around Miltons on the floor.
Right.
He didn't do that. He wouldn't have done that if you didn't tell him. People have sent him events. The one I'm specifically talking about here is Thanksgiving weekend. There was a Dale Arnold book signing up in Maine. He was sent that and said, you know, this could be good for the show. Does absolutely nothing with that. So it's just, I mean, and you have Justin driving down to Delaware. He doesn't even get paid.
Right.
So it's, I mean, what's.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. No, I understand all that. Believe me, I've thought all that same stuff myself, and I think where I heard was I thought, like I said, he was going to be an idiot with initiative, which is to me the perfect combination.
Yeah.
Chris Curtis at the time for the show, perfect. Justin, perfect. I thought Gus was going to be in that thing where a dummy, but like I'll do whatever you want. And by the way,
I'll do it on my own.
Yeah, here's this, and this. Instead, it's like kind of bowling, and it's sort of this and that.
Yeah, why wouldn't he go to the Dale Arnold thing? Thanks, good. That's actually I didn't know about that.
Yeah, find stuff like that as opposed to Robert Kennedy Jr. or something. I don't know.
Can I give one more criticism before another, like of the Coleman thing?
Sure.
What happened to during the producer search? All these guys came in, him too, with interns. Dave never had interns. We're going to do this.
None of that.
Coleman's like, I got the connections at BC. I'm going to have a video guy.
What happened to the vlog? What happened to the vlog weekly wrap-up show? It just disappeared. That's not Gus. That's Coleman, right?
Thank you.
Right, Mick?
Yeah.
Who do you blame for that?
Coleman.
How much percent do you give to Coleman?
100%. That was his
100%
idea.
to Coleman, yeah.
And he's the #1 producer.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, there's no Josh. I mean, poor
Well,
Josh.
what a job
Catch
Gus has.
Poor
then, though.
Josh
Like,
getting.
What's that? What'd you say, Mick?
That's a hell of a gig Gus has got. If you could just say, hey, Coleman, that's his fault. Even though I screwed it up.
But that is his fault there, though. Why? What is?
That's his future
You're
boss.
going to make me keep this guy.
Personal responsibility.
You're going to make me keep this guy because you're so fucking dumb.
Right.
You're so dumb.
Poor Josh gets steamrolled by both of them yesterday.
Ooh,
huh?
that was bad.
Bad.
He has wanted to call in. I don't know if you're interested in taking his call.
Sure, we'll wrap up the calls here and we'll talk to Josh quick.
I mean, they both steamrolled him.
Yes, that was a Coleman first operation.
First, yes.
But
Yes.
I also don't know what he does.
I mean, nothing.
He doesn't listen to the show.
No, nothing. But that's on
You
Coleman.
got his number, I bet, Mick, huh?
Yeah, he sent it to me last night.
Yeah, I bet you. That's a bitch. That's a bitching little text line there.
But right, I mean, shouldn't he be having interns in here to help do with that sort of stuff, or no?
Justin's saying that was Warthog calling right there at that complaint because he's a Gus hater. That was Justin just texted me, so I don't know. As long as I ever talk to him, if it's him.
I think Warthog is the one who found the problematic tweets, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he hates Gus. I think, right?
I think so.
I don't know why. Like, you can say what you, but like, he's a nice guy.
Oh, he's a nice guy. I just don't like his content. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
I get that. He's a moron.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel like it's, part of it's me. I hired him. So, hey, do you blame me for that?
You're talking about, I'm sorry.
Good answer.
Yeah, if you hired him, it starts with you.
Well, okay, I'll keep that in mind, Mick.
I have a question after this call for the Gus thing.
Sure you do, Mick.
Josh doesn't answer. This is rough scenes.
Keep his head's mom.
Hello?
Josh, it's Kirk. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. What are you doing right now?
I am actually currently at my job.
Oh, do you have a couple minutes or no?
Well, yeah, I have a second.
Okay. So you wanted to call in yesterday. Mick just gave me your number. So Coleman and Gus absolutely threw you under the car, rolled you over, backed up, and rolled you over again yesterday.
Yes.
Go ahead.
So I kind of just wanted to clear the air on so I had reached out to them, or I know Coleman had reached out December 1st asking if we could send any, I have the screenshot for it, asking if we could send any clips, any longer formed clips for the best of.
Yep, gotcha.
I wasn't aware, obviously I knew as an intern it would be my responsibility to help out with it, but I didn't know. I went in there and said yeah, no problem, let me know. I sent them clips. I think I came into your show the 23rd. I sent a message that day saying, hey guys, obviously I know I don't think I mentioned the best of, but I was like, hey, I can send some clips so we can just post stuff throughout the week if you would want. I don't remember who responded. They said, yeah, no problem. That sounds good. I sent those to Gus, I believe, on Wednesday because I had said I was busy
That's
on
27th?
Christmas and I was hosting. This was the 27th. I had sent the clips to Gus.
Okay.
But I wasn't aware that I was going to be the only time I had heard that I was involved with the best of was that one message from Coleman, and it felt like there was kind of a miscommunication with.
So there's no follow-up. There's no follow-up after that, you're saying?
There was no follow-up after that. But I
Gotcha.
had went into the group chat and said pretty much hey, I can send these clips, and I did send them to Gus's email. I didn't send as many as I had originally hoped on. I'm going to be completely honest with you, but I did send them to Gus's email.
And he never responded to you?
I think he might have in the chat. The only thing that was posted after was Gus saying, I think moving forward we should have the interns work on the best of. I also have a screenshot of that. So that was kind of the only time
The interns?
I was kind of aware.
Who are the other intern? We don't have another intern.
Well, I think we do. I don't know if that was ever. There's somebody who helps out. I think he works from BC. Or
What?
Not works, but
Who
he
the
goes
fuck are you
to
talking
BC.
about?
BC.
What? Who?
His name's Nicholas.
Are
So
you
that's
serious?
how
What?
originally-
Wait, well, hold on. What?
Let's go.
What are you talking about?
There is another intern. Yes. So that's how I was made aware of the best of.
Has he been here?
They were introducing this intern Nicholas to me in the group chat.
What? Who's Nicholas?
He is a student at BC.
I guess Coleman did.
And I'm not I want to
tell
make it
you.
I'm not trying to get anybody fired. I'm not trying to. I just kind of wanted to clear the air on my name and everything.
No, you're good. You're good.
I
You're
said
good.
that. Come
You're
on.
good. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. All right.
I didn't want to
All right. Don't worry about it, pal. We'll see you soon. You're welcome here anytime. All right. I don't hang in there, pal. I don't understand. What? Who's Nicholas? Why was this never mentioned to me?
I did not know about Nicholas.
And what does he do then?
Obviously, it's a Coleman guy.
Of
He's a
course,
BC.
BC. Yeah.
From DC? What is he doing?
I wonder what his actual. What's
And
he doing
then
for
what's
the show?
yeah? Then what did?
How long has he been doing this for?
He said December 1st was when he was introduced in the chat.
Why was it never mentioned on the air?
I've never heard the name
Yeah.
intern Nicholas.
Who do you blame for that?
That's Coleman.
100%.
100%. That I actually do remember my question from earlier. I butchered. That was kind of what it was. Are you more mad at him for being lazy, or are you more mad at him for not delegating properly?
I don't think he's lazy.
Coleman, listening to the best of
Coleman?
What would you call that?
I would not call Coleman lazy. I think he fucked up the best.
I didn't say he was lazy. I said he was being lazy.
No, you said well.
Oh my god!
But there is a difference, though.
Like, you're so annoying.
I'm not saying he's a lazy person. I'm sure he works hard. But what would you be more mad at? Him not delegating, not giving the proper
Laziness is the quality I hate the least. Yes. Yeah. Delegating, you can figure out. Laziness,
Yes.
I don't think you can cure. Guys like Gus and you are just built that way.
Get through it.
Well, I mean, again, you complete the deserted truth.
Yeah. With that, just play the hits.
That's your worst quality too. Sensitive Mick. The thing is, I'll break him like a fucking.
You tried to break me during the producer search.
I wasn't. That was easy on you during the producer search. Like, trust me. I don't think Mick's. I don't know if Mick's got it.
I think Mick would bring more content-wise. I do.
I agree, but I think he would
honest.
just break though.
He would break.
Yeah, I think
he would.
break.
He wouldn't take as much shit as Gus would.
This
No.
is perfect that he's here today.
No, but Mick,
that's how I feel.
Mick, I'm not trying out for the show.
I would say you're wrong.
Break.
What?
I would say you are wrong.
I'm sure you would say that, but who do you think knows?
Why did you hire
better?
Gus over me? And ask yourself, was that the right answer?
The dog collar was fucking hilarious.
Well, I don't know. I mean, how the hell do I know? What are you going to do if you get the job? How do I know?
I would not do what he has done.
We'll find out maybe, or maybe we won't. We'll see what Gus. It's really a lot of it's now in Gus's hands. Let's see what he does. My guess is he won't do anything.
I'm willing to come in here and sit next to Gus as well.
Great. So what?
Yeah.
What does that have to do with
For
anything?
free.
So what?
Stop saying for free.
What does that have to do though? What does that have to do with that? What do you sit next to him? Are you going to intimidate him if you're next to him?
No. I'm
What's
saying
your
I think
point?
I could drive him out of here in a week.
With what?
His aura.
Yeah.
But like that's not.
It's not what he's looking for, man.
I think you're presuming if Gus is gone, you're going to get the job.
No.
You
You
definitely
keep
think
saying
that.
this again. I am
You
under the
think so?
assumption that you pick the people who work here.
You said he was number 2. I wouldn't be a wild thought to think that.
It could be another candidate.
Could be.
Nick
from DC.
Intern Nick.
Coleman's plaything from DC. That is weird to me.
That is very weird. What does he do? What clips are he
Good
cutting?
for Josh. He did it on purpose too.
Can we call Coleman or no?
No.
Suspended.
He's suspended. Okay. So
Interesting.
Quantum Kirk.
Quantum Kirk.
When is that going to be up? Do we know?
Menor CEO. Whenever the little guy puts
Do
it
you have
up.
any other ones in the pipeline, right? Or does
No,
okay.
we took last week off. Danny was with the family. A lot of stuff
Of
going
course,
on.
yeah. Naturally, yeah. Right.
So we, but we're recording today with Chris, and then we'll give it over to Menors and Joe. And
Danny is pathetic. We agree.
that's-
We agree. Have you weighed in on that? Are you the last person not to weigh in on the show?
Yeah, I mean, I told him privately I would have gone. I would have gone.
That's pathetic.
But
To your
this
best
guy,
friend's wedding? Of course.
but not his best friend. That's not his best friend. That's overblown. They were friends. If it was his best friend,
Do you have Greg's number?
I was about to say we haven't called Greg in a few weeks.
We don't have Greg's number. You don't probably have Greg's number, right?
I don't.
Do you have Greg's number?
Want me to text Danny?
Text Danny. Yeah. Maybe he'll answer Mick. Maybe Greg's the guy that Mick is like luring in.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be. It is a new year too.
What's that?
It's a new year, so I mean,
The fuck's that have to do with anything?
Maybe he's feeling a little happy.
Shut up, Mick. Dummy.
Let's see if he gets back to me. He was in meetings today, so.
Jerry's not made the hole in one yet.
He's still going. Wow.
How'd he break his hand?
Shooting too much, maybe.
Playing golf?
Yeah. On the simulator. Yeah, I don't know, Kirk.
You don't have it?
He hasn't responded. I don't know how long you want to wait.
That's all right.
Let's see if they have it here. I found out what that is. Sorry.
It's only been going on the whole show.
I know. I have just a lot of stuff back here, but tomorrow will be much smoother.
Anyway. Anything you want to promote, Mick? When's the next? Do you have an episode coming out or no?
Well, I was gonna do one tonight, but if you don't want me to, I won't.
Who you have on?
No one at the moment, but I can find someone.
No, you don't have to have anybody on. You can certainly welcome to do it.
You want to come on?
I do not.
In studio appearance?
I do not want.
What's him and his brother? What's up with that? Like, is that like?
Kirk said it's a bit.
I invited them both in today. Is it actually a bit or no?
No,
Okay.
no.
So why won't your brother come in then? I guess is the question.
He has a job, and he just got back from vacation. His exact words were, "I'm not going to take a day off after I just got back from Christmas."
That's fair. But you made it seem like he wasn't going to come in because he didn't want to do it.
He didn't answer my text on Christmas.
Will he be in studio at some point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's not going to be people will realize what the relationship is.
What do you mean?
I love my brother. I care about him, but I very, very much disagree with his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Team Al on this
That's
one. Are you?
I can see both sides. I can see him messaging the Twitter account.
That's bad. That was bad.
Bad. Him booing you, I'm fine with that.
Totally fine.
There could be a day where if they booed you, you would have killed them.
I don't think so. I would be like
There could have been I get what you're saying, Mick, but like not that day. You had just lost.
And I saw the clip. Nobody was. That was
Deafening.
mild.
Deafening
That was like it wasn't even a factor.
I mean,
like, you would
the pay-per-view audience was
and you would have been
complaining.
doing the same thing. You were bitching just as loud as they were in the car on the way back. Like you were
That's
doing
just a
all
lie,
that.
too.
That's what I want to hear about when Al comes in.
That is definitely true. You think Mick was quiet for an hour? No fucking chance.
It was a half hour, but yeah,
no chance.
I want to hear about that car ride when Al's in
You weren't even on the highway before you were bitching again. You were a mile down the road at best.
Yeah. Yep. Kirk this, Kirk that. He's an asshole. That was it.
You lost a job to Andrew Augustus.
Yeah.
He can't even fucking can't even feed himself.
How do you think I feel about that?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
just-
you've done my therapist wonders.
Did someone tweet it out or did you say it? Someone goes, he hired a guy who got fired from Kirkenoff and fired from Barstool.
It's true. I didn't do it. It's true. It's amazing. It's amazing. So we'll see.
Self-esteem booster for me.
So I mean, I presume Gus and Coleman are watching today. I mean, they would have to be, right?
I
Gus probably
think
asleep, but
we laid it out to Gus what.
I also think Gus is gonna be the kind of guy where like Steve and Dave are part of the show now. Still, I don't think Gus is gonna be a guy who comes in here a lot and hangs out. Like I just don't think he's made that connection with the show.
No,
it's been too soon.
And also, he has trouble speaking.
Yes, right. Yeah.
But you know how it goes. They're gonna flip. People will flip and be like, he was funny, and he was, you know,
for sure. Oh,
well, Gus has his fans too.
Oh, definitely.
Don't get that twisted. He has his.
And some people hate Coleman, so there's going to be a lot of that, which is good. I think that's all fine. But yeah, like let's say Gus got fired tomorrow and he showed up in Portland, the crowd would go crazy for him.
Yes,
that's the way. And that's good. That's like that's human nature. People also feel bad. I feel bad. I like Gus. I don't want to have to fire this fucking guy.
You've given him an out today.
If he comes in, you can come in tomorrow if you want. If he's got a great pitch, I would say to him, come in tomorrow if you have a great.
Don't do it
solid,
tomorrow, Gus.
Well, he's got.
Tomorrow would be great.
He's got 20 hours, 21 hours.
Practice it in front of the fucking mirror.
I'm saying if you have a solid, here it is. I want to hear it. If you don't, just call it a day.
Yeah.
Oh, Gus, come in. Me and Gus back here tomorrow?
Yeah.
Great.
I'd be intimidated.
Great.
Go subscribe or go watch Quantum Kirk, whatever.
Thank you.
Network. Thank
Appreciate
you,
it.
Dave. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Mick, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
All right, goodbye. Thanks, Dave.
No problem, Kirk.
See you, buddy.
Yep. Take care. Hopefully, didn't get a parking ticket this time.
All right.
See you, Mick. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Yes, sir.